Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go selling for me Heavy Bag Boxing, baby.
Get your dumb ass in and hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV. That's my little bro.
Princeton 412 in the building. Shout out to my guy T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get your bitch ass in here and hit this bag.
Heavy Bag Boxing, alright? You heard it from me. You heard it here first.
Heavy Bag Boxing. Straight out of Norfolk, baby. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
You are tuned in to Heavy Bag Boxing. Get your and hit this bag.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Jewel, 6-time champion world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
You too. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV, man. If you don't get your goofy ass in here and hit the bag, whole lot of crazy work.
Yo, that's crazy work.
Oh, man, good to be back. Good to be live. Definitely want to holler at y'all about a few things. Link is in the chat, of course, if you want to hang out with your boy for the next hour or so. I will be rocking out heavy, discussing some of these heavy topics, no doubt. All right. Real quick, too, man. Super chats is open, all of that good shit. Cash App, you already know. Heavy Bags 1, $ Heavy Bags 1. Rock with your boy. I appreciate that love.
Money, 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 money.
Only thing I love more than boxing, nigga.
Just enough for the city.
That motherfucking money. All right. Definitely want to we got to talk about Tank. It's been a hot topic in our chat full of boxing minds where we get together and we talk about of course the sport of boxing. Shout out Dante Boxing Talk in the chat too. What up, boy? Tank Davis, and I just recently did a video about Tank Davis and how he feels or how he doesn't care, excuse me, about being considered great in the sport. And I go on to say how we feel as fans, because I think it's for some fighters, you almost want to feel like they're obligated, but we got to remember that they're not, right? If you a fighter and all you want is the bread, as fans, we can't be mad at that. And I think we find ourselves kind of wrapped up in our passion and love for the sport to say, hey man, who are you to say that you don't care about the type of fights that I want to see, right? Because we'll go as far as to say, I remember seeing you in your debut. I was there when you was 6-0. I was there when you was 8-0, telling niggas, yo, he the truth. He's the guy. These motherfuckers wasn't there, right? You wasn't a household name. So as hardcore fans, you have a major role and propelling and building these fighters into who they ultimately become, propelling them into superstardom, right? And so you saying to yourself, damn, how dare you? You know what I mean? Like, and that's a selfish part also as a fan, right? As a fan, I think for hardcore fans, you just want to see the best fighting the best. But ultimately, we got to take a step back. We got to say, hey, this brother's not obligated to do anything for us. He's put the work in, right? That was our choice to rally behind him. That was our choice to say, oh man, this is an intriguing story. And you couple that with the talent. I am now a fan of Tank Davis. That's our choice. That's what we chose to do. That nigga ain't put a gun to your head and say, yo, be a Tank fan. No, we voluntarily did that. So there's no obligation for us or for Tank to oblige us in the fantasy fights that we want to see. And I'm only breaking it down like that for people to understand that you can't selfishly be mad at him for not doing what you want him to do. Now, what do we want? We want all of the fighters to want to be great. We want the Alis, the Floyds, and everybody else to say, hey, I'm the greatest. I'm the best. I'm coming after the best. I'm going to beat the best, right? Salute my guy, Nine, in the chat. And listen, Nine, a former professional fighter. And he'll tell you in his career, there came a point where he wasn't trying to be great. He wanted it. He just wanted a bag. It was a hustle for him. Matter of fact, Nine, if you got time, come on up. You're the perfect example of what I'm trying to convey here. That's the way Tank feels. He doesn't care about being great. What matters to him, and he prioritized it in the little clip that I gave you guys earlier. I wish I would have loaded it up. Maybe I can load it up real quick. Hold on, guys. It's facts, though. When you really think about it, it's a whole lot of facts. Oh no, I can't. I can't. Right? Hold on, yo. Maybe I can. Let me see. Yeah, I can't. Hold on. Let me see. I got you right here. See if it'll play. If I can actually get it to play. Maybe y'all can hear that, but I can't. For some reason, when I'm inside the studio, it don't do it. But hopefully y'all can hear that. But it's basically Tank saying, he doesn't care about all that. You got a Spanish reporter asking him, listen, when it's all said and done and you retired, are you going to put yourself in with the greats? Are you going to name yourself as one of the greats? And he says, listen, I don't care about none of that. I don't, I'm going to forever be a all-time great in my city. And he's prioritizing. He's telling you that's what I care about, being a great in my city. And I'm going to be a forever great to me. He cares about himself. So, and I'm saying that because I found myself like, man, I had to switch sides on Tank, bro. Yeah. Listen, I remember when Tank was bringing belts to the ring for Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Tank was 9-0, 10-0. And I'm like, damn, this little nigga. You know what I mean? And fast forward, I look around, I'm like, yo, you got Teofimo Lopez at 35 at Tank for years, lineal champion. You got Devin Haney at 35 with Tank for years, lineal champion. Lomachenko at 35, lineal champion with Tank for years. Even a Cambosis got Lucky versus Tio, lineal champion. And listen, all of those guys had one thing in common. They were top-ranked fighters. But make no mistake about it. When you the cash cow, when you enter that Canelo, Mayweather lane, you fight who you want to fight. I don't give a damn. If Tank snapped off on Al, whatever powers to be, and say, yo, this is what I want to do, what you gonna do? Oh, I ain't fighting. What you gonna do? Right? At the end of one of those runs, or even when that shit was done, Now, of course, he tried to get the Lomachenko fight, but he's 30 now, and I'm saying that was a time, that was an era. These guys have moved on, and whatever the case may be. But you had 4 different lineal champions in that division, and what a lot of people are going to remember is that he didn't fight any of them. Now, do you blame Al? Do you blame Floyd? Or who do you blame? Whoever you want to blame, the burden falls on the shoulders of Tank Davis. Even if you don't want to blame Tank, the burden falls on his shoulders. And for me, as a fan, I'm just like, yo, I got to see my man against somebody who they consider the best. Now, they feel like you throw rocks at Tank's resume. I don't. I give him a ton of credit. For a lot of the cats he beat, the Pit Bulls, the Mario Barrios is at 40. Man, I give that nigga a ton of credit. A ton. But at some point, I want you to beat, and this is the selfish fan in me, the fan that say, hey man, I've been there from damn near the beginning. I want to see my guy Tank fight who everybody considers to be the best. And when you look at that resume, who on that resume can you point to and say, hey, when Tank beat that guy, he was the guy. He was the lineal champion, at least. Because somebody could be the lineal champion. You could speculate somebody else is the guy. Because just because Devin Haney, Lomachenko, and all those guys were lineal, I still thought Tank was the guy, if you follow me. So you want to say, hey, man, I want to see him fight the guy. And that just hasn't been the case. Shout out Dante Boxing talking in chat. He say, I guess we got to just stop expecting too much out of Tank. That's facts, man. That's facts. But we don't expect it and don't be mad at it is what I'm saying. Because like I said, I switched sides and I felt myself getting a little too passionate about it because, again, when you look at Tank's story, you look at his background, it matches mine. We come from the same shit, basically. And again, you couple that with what he's been able to do in the ring, it makes you want to root for him. It makes you want to see him win. You know what I mean? At least that's how I felt. I want to see this little nigga win, man. He out the gutter. You know what I mean? Mom's fucked up, this and that. I want to see him win. But I also want to see him, as a selfish fan, chase legacy. I'm going to disregard his priorities for my own passionate boxing priorities. And that's what there's the disconnect. There's the disconnect. And maybe I'm articulating, or maybe I'm getting too deep when it comes to this Tank situation. Because a lot of people don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They don't. Either you riding with them or you not. Bottom line is black and white. But for me, it's a little bit deeper than that. And I think my own selfish, passionate boxing, because I'm a boxing fanatic. So I always want to see the best fighting the best. And I want to say, hey, Tank's got a resume full of those guys who he beat that we all thought were the guy. Right? Say what you want about Teofimo. This nigga's 2-time lineal. That means he beat the man twice. We can't say that once about Tank. We can't say Tank beat the guy, and I want him to beat the guy. That's all. Salute down. What up? What up? Oh, if you ain't here rocking with your boy, man, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. We talking about Tank Davis not really caring about being considered to be the great. Link is in the chat if you want to join me. And like I said, it's a little deeper than black and white for me. I just, again, man, as a passionate fan, you always want to see the best fighting the best. And again, not a knock on his resume, because a lot of people feel like his resume is subpar. But when you really break it down and you look at different nuances, you have to give him some credit. You cannot totally disregard the resume of Tank Davis. You can't. It's impossible, right? It's not like he hasn't defeated a world champion. He has, right? You got to give him credit for doing what he did at 40 to Barrios, who was undefeated at the time and a much bigger man. And look at where he's campaigning at now, and is a champion now, right? So the pit bulls, even down, and it's crazy to say, even down to the Rolly Romeros, where you can give him some form of a credit. It's just facts. But understanding why he don't care about being great, or at least he doesn't care about being great for us, is deep. And I get it. For sure. Salute. My guy Mark Wynn is in the chat. Mark, I think Mark's probably one of those ones who feels like it's just more black and white. Tank's a duck, or Tank don't want to be great because he isn't great. But yeah, man. And the more I get that, the more I understand the fighter Tank. And I think that probably has a lot to do with why he's contemplating retiring so young. Not only the business of boxing, because when I look at it and what they've been paying Tank, I feel like he's been getting robbed. I think Floyd and Al have robbed Tank so fucking much. I'm almost mad that he doesn't want to do business with Turkey Al Sheik directly. Instead of making that friction, why not a friendship? Because I think he's truly giving these cats bags, whereas to Tank's probably getting robbed his whole fucking career and probably ain't got half the money that he's supposed to have. And I'm reaching here because I don't know his finances. I don't know exactly, what he's made. We can speculate. But from what we know is he's been a pay-per-view attraction for a while, and he should probably be sitting on bags of money. And I just don't believe that's the case. Floyd had to get his cut. Al had to get his cut. At the end of the day, it's business. This was a kid that they took in without any real financial advisors around him. More than likely, they were those figures in his life and those guys saying, hey, I got you. When in reality, they've been raping this nigga from the beginning. If you look up Tank's net worth right now, it's not even 10 million. And that shit doesn't even sound right. So, Define Irony in the chat. What up? Say salute. You think Tank got to Leo Santa Cruz when Leo was over the hill? No, because if you go back and look at that fight, I'm one of the people that felt like Leo was winning that fight till he wasn't. I just felt like he was just too light in the ass, man. I thought he was too small. And I understood why Tank didn't mind going down to 30 to take that fight. Because I felt he knew it was just going to be a matter of time. All I really had to do was touch him. But no, I don't think he was over here. That's another fight. And fighter that I give Tank a ton of credit for. Now, other people may feel different. But if you go back and watch that fight, Leo was tagging his ass, bro. Leo was touching his ass up good till he wasn't, and Tank did what he does. Sometimes Tank a box with you. Sometimes Tank let you get off until, it's a wrap. Shout out down in the chat. He said, Tank has done more than Boots, the next Roy Jones. Yeah. Definitely. That's a fact. At least he won a world title off of Pedraza. He hasn't just been an email champion. And he moved up. He did move up. Not to say Boots is not going to move up, but he did move up and he fought an interim world champion in Mario Barrios. So, yeah. You definitely can say that. Or you say define irony. You say Leo had 2 wars versus Frampton, but I still think he had something left. Yeah, I think so too. And again, if you watch that fight, you could tell he had something left. Like, hadn't he got knocked out, it was a schooling. To be honest, if you go back and watch that Tank versus Santa Cruz fight, he was schooling them. And had he got knocked out, I thought that would have been a extremely easy fight to score. So yeah, Leo had plenty left in the tank before he met Tank. You know what I mean? But as far as Tank, again, not caring, you got to think about the mentality of Tank. You got to think about the people that's dependent on him, where he comes from. That mentality is different. And then who raised him in the game? Floyd fucking Money Mayweather, where it was always all about a bag. If you don't think Floyd had any influence on Tank, then you nuts. You crazy. Of course, Floyd had plenty of influence on Tank. He probably stayed in his ear telling him, yo, you can't feed your kids with those belts. You better fall in line and fight this next Mexican like I'm telling you to fight so we can get you to the bag. But again, selfish of us, because we expect for our favorite fighters, because of the passion we have for the sport, to want to be the best. That's just not always going to be the case, bro. And Tank has most definitely proven that. Real quick, I want to show y'all something, too. This shit just popped up. And this shit had me rolling. Hold on.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Look who's getting his ass whooped today. Look. Oh! He's getting his ass whooped. Yo, fuck those heads.
You see that?
Fuck those heads. Fuck that.
Motherfucker gonna melon Blair.
Fuck that nigga and fuck his head.
That motherfucker gonna melon Blair.
Yo.
And I'm fucking faster than him.
He can't even fucking see his dick when he jack off. He's so fucking stupid. Yo. The most exciting man in boxing. The most exciting man in boxing versus the ugliest man in boxing.
Pause. Hey, yo, what's wrong with Blair, bro? Blair's a wild boy. Hold up.
Fuck his head.
That motherfucker melon Blair.
Yo.
And I'm fucking faster than him.
He can't even fucking see his dick when he jack off. He's so fucking stupid. Yo. The most exciting man in boxing. The most exciting man in boxing versus the ugliest man in boxing. Don't you run now. Don't you run now. He got the face only a mother can love.
Yo. Why Blair say that, bruh? Yo. Why did Blair come out of left field and say that, bro? Blair's a wild dude. Blair's... yeah.
Bruh.
Hey, why Blair say that, bruh? These niggas say he's so stupid. That shit didn't even match. Blair's a wild boy, bro.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Look who's getting his ass whooped today. Look. Oh! He's getting his ass whooped. Yo, fuck those heads.
You see that?
Fuck those heads. Fuck that.
Motherfucker gonna melon Blair.
Fuck that nigga and fuck his head.
That motherfucker gonna melon Blair.
Yo.
And I'm fucking faster than him.
He can't even fucking see his dick when he jack off. He's so fucking stupid. Yo. The most exciting man in boxing. The most exciting man in boxing versus the ugliest man in boxing. Don't you run now. Don't you run now. He got the face only a mother can love.
Yo. Blair's a wild boy. That's crazy. Nah, that popped up. I had to show you. Yeah.
Bruh.
Hey, say you so fucking stupid. What they got to do with anything? Blair's a wild boy. Blair's somebody that they don't give a ton of credit to, too, man. Hopefully Blair can get a fight, man. I definitely won't Boots to unify, but shit, if you ain't gonna fight or unify versus one of them champions next, or Teofimo, you gotta fuck with Blair, man. Blair deserve it. Get that nigga some shine, man. Yeah. Shout out to Fine. That's real. That's real rap. Blair say he jack his jump so fast he can't even see it. He's so stupid. That shit don't even matter.
Bruh.
Go ahead, old bro. We gotta investigate you, Blair. You sound suspect, bro. Pause.
FBI, open up!
Open up a case on this nigga, bro. That sound super sus, my guy. Yo. Hold on. Listen to Blair real quick, y'all.
Fuck that nigga and fuck his head.
That motherfucker melon blares.
This goofy nigga.
And I'm fucking faster than him.
He can't even fucking see his dick when he jack off. He's so fucking stupid. Yo.
What?
The most exciting man in boxing. The most exciting man in boxing. Versus the ugliest man in boxing. Don't you run now. Don't you run now. He got the face only a mother can love.
That shit was so uncalled for, bro. It was just, it was uncalled for. Like, I know Bud, like, nigga, you super weirdo. That shit was uncalled for. See, this is why Blair can't get the recognition that he wants. Because he's a fucking weirdo, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I was talking, I forget who I was talking to, bro, but we was having a discussion about why Blair's career hasn't blossomed or he hasn't received the recognition we think he should receive at least after the Broner fight. And it's because he's a weirdo, bruh. You hear what this nigga just said out of left field? Like, I can see you hanging out with Bud, y'all at the gym, and you cracking jokes. But this particular joke was way left, and it was fucking retarded, bro. Man, come on, Blair. This is why you can't get no recognition.
Bruh.
You's a fucking weirdo, but I rock with you because you shouted out the channel, man, and you was cool, gave me an interview for sure. You know what I mean? Heavy got love for you. I want to see you in there with Jerron and them, man. God damn. Shout out my guy, Cornelius Burnett in the chat. What up, baby? Yeah, bro. All right, man. Back to topic, bro. Of course, and this nigga, that shit got my mind fucked up, man. But of course, with Tank Davis, you can't be mad at him, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm preaching in this particular live. I wanted to convey at least my point of view. If you got a point of view, you're more than welcome to join me and give yours. But you can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at Tank because he won't oblige your boxing fantasy. You can't be mad if Tank doesn't want or can't fight the guy that you want him to fight because he doesn't care. He doesn't care about being great. And anybody, especially that's given their life to the sport, but also the sport has rewarded him abundantly, right? Let's keep it funky. At this point, Tank's about a household name. He's rich, more than likely. He probably should be wealthy, but Al and Floyd made sure that he won't going to get that status. You know, he's received a lot for his hard work he's put into the sport. He's been rewarded. But there's no obligation, bro. There's no obligation. Let that shit sink in. Understand, you only going to talk shit about Tank or down Tank or say something negative about Tank because he's not fighting who you want him to fight. Boy, I know this shit sound like Chinese to some of you niggas too, man. I know it do. I know this shit sound horrible. But it's the truth. You shitting on Tank because he's not fighting who you want him to fight. And nigga, he's not obligated. And this is what I had to learn. Shout out Cornelius in the chat. He say Tank can't make people fight him. This is facts. But see, and that's the catch-22, Cornelius, because in his position, when you reach that position, when you hit that Floyd Canelo lane, where you can just pretty much fight whoever you want to fight, I don't even think it's about making somebody fight him. You know what I mean? I believe if Lomachenko was presented this 2-3 years ago, he takes it. You know what I'm saying? I think Shakur presented this a year ago, 2 years ago, because I kept saying, if you're going to bring anybody up from 30, bring up Shakur. He takes it. But because time was given, now Shakur feels like he's done something, which he has. He's a 3-division world champion, and he's a champion just like Tank. That's why he wanted a multi-fight deal. Right? And I think a lot of people look at Tank as a duck for doing that. Because from the reports that we do know, and this is whether you always want to believe this shit or not, because half the stuff in boxing, it's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. Nobody's ever on these channels, on their own channels or wherever, with the paperwork showing you like, yo, this is the contract, this is what we did. It's always speculation. So we speculate because people said so in the camps and in news that Shakur and Tank couldn't agree to a fight because Shakur wanted a multi-fight deal. Right? So Tank supposedly went after Shakur, and Shakur says, yo, I want a multi-fight deal. You know what I mean? There's got to be some sort of a rematch clause. And Tank's side, being the A side, that's not what they wanted in the contract. And that's supposedly why that situation fell apart. But let's just say that is facts. Let's say that is the truth. Shit, Shakur, a champion just like Tank. I don't see, if you Tank Davis, why not? That's just basically saying if Tank wins, we got to do it again. Why not? What's the problem with that? I just didn't, they're 2 champions. Let me get a crack at my title back, just like you get to get a crack at yours back. Shit sound fair to me. Shout out Cornelius in the chat. He says, so Tank has to fight the fighters when the other fighters want him to. Want him to. And that's what I'm getting at, Cornelius. Real quick, let me bring Define Irony. First time fucking with your boy. Bring Define Irony on the panel, man. What up, fam? What's your name and where you from? Can you hear me? You might got your mic muted. See if you can unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Define Irony. All right. Check your settings. Make sure everything's hot, and I'm going to come back to you, okay? There we go. Punch Talk in the building. What up, boy? For sure, man. Always welcome. Hey, so Cornelius say, so Tank has to fight the fighters when the other fighters want to fight him. Yeah. Nah, it's not even that. It's at least fight him. And you've had years to do so. That's all. And again, whether or not you want to blame Tank for that, whether you want to blame Al Heyman for that, you want to blame Floyd Mayweather for that, whoever is taking the blame, it's Tank's burden to carry. When it's all said and done, nobody's going to be talking about Floyd and Al when it comes to Tank's career as far as who he got in the ring with. That shit's going to fall on Tank, bro, at the end of the day. And all I'm saying is, again, the real fans, the fans that's been there from day one, the fans that watched Tank in his debut, the fans that watched the 8-0 Tank, the 10-0 Tank, the 15-0 Tank, they want to be selfish. They want to see Tank fight whom they consider to be the best. Again, you had four lineal champions in the same era as Tank in the same fucking division, and he never fought none of them. And again, no matter what happened, no matter what happened and why it didn't happen, it's always going to be Tank's burden to carry. Bottom line. Oh my God, D1 is in the building. What up? Hold on, D1. I'm gonna get to this. Let me bring my. I'm gonna try this again. Irony. Bring him to the stage.
Can you hear me?
What up? What up? What up? There you go. Mic is hot.
Oh,
Where
sorry
you from?
about that.
What's your name and where you from, bro?
George, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Oh man, that's what's up, man. What's going on? What's on your heart, bro? Holla at me.
You know, you said something that I like. You said that you want to
Can
see
you
the
hear me?
best. Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Oh, yep. I hear you loud and clear, bro.
You were saying that you wanted to see the best fight the best, and so do I. But do you think that the atmosphere in boxing, like, can turn fighters off of that? As far as, for example, for some odd reason, people are calling fighters bums when they pick up one loss or two loss, or when if you look at the history of boxing, I mean, by that logic, like 98% of the legends will be bums, right?
Absolutely. That's why real boxing fans don't give a fuck about the loss column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that has something to do? Maybe not, but do you think that has something to do with this fight's not happening? As far as Tank Loma. I mean, Loma has already lost, but
Yeah.
or Tank Shakur.
At this point, bro, early on, and this is how I see it for Tank. I truly do believe it was strategic. You hear people say all of the time, manufactured fighters. If you go back and you look at Tank's resume, it is full of a lot of the guys with a particular or similar styles, right? And that's strategic because from a business standpoint, you want to build these fighters to make you a ton of money, which they was absolutely incredible in marketing Tank Davis as such, and they did that. So I think there was a huge period of his career where he just had no say so. But once your star power rises to the point where you really don't need a promoter, right? You can kind of move around and do what you want if you smart enough, right? If you can grasp how this works. And I think, and this is just my opinion, I'm just being real. I love Tank to life, but I don't think he's the smartest motherfucker in the world. And that could have helped, that could have hurt him in a sense to where he probably could have been independent 3-4 years ago, but he wasn't in a position mentally to do so, right? Or didn't have the right people around him to do so. So yeah, I think a lot of those fights didn't happen because it was strategic on Floyd or Al saying, hey, this is probably not what you need to do. But there has come a time, a coming of age for Tank Davis, where I feel like he could have took his career in his own hands and made these fights happen. We've seen Top Rank collaborate with everybody. The same with Matchroom and the same with Golden Boy. If the fight is big enough or certain names attached to it, they're going to make it happen. People felt like Tyson Fury would never fight Deontay Wilder. And what? Top Rank made it happen, right?
Yeah.
PBC and Top Rank, they worked together like this, didn't they? To give you that Tyson Fury and fucking Deontay Wilder. So the same could be said for a Tank Davis. So yes, to answer your question, earlier, I think it was all Floyd and Al. But as of the last 3 to 4 years, if Tank wasn't smart enough to understand just how important he was or his brand was to boxing, to take his career in his own hands, that's on Tank. Again, a part of this is always going to be a burden for Tank to carry.
Do you think that he can? I think it can still happen. I saw you talking about, has he beaten any? Oh man, I don't want to misquote you. You were saying, like he beat the man, right? Like when
the
have
lineal
we
champions?
exactly? So
right.
I mean, I think that a lot. Yeah, maybe it's worth having the conversation because obviously he said what he said, right? That he's gonna retire and etc. But
yeah,
I mean, I think personally, first of all, it can still happen, but I don't. I mean, I wanted to see Loma versus Tank so badly, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The longer this drags out, the worse it is for Loma. I mean, I'm such a Loma fan, but I'm getting like a little bit turned off because I'm like, you're not the young guy here, bro. You're
No.
not the guy that should be like stalling, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
But see, people will argue against that because now they'll say, well, it's Loma's turn to stall because you had a prime Loma at the time who wanted to fight Tank. You know what I mean? It's documented. Go look at it. Loma has said Tank name several times. This was years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why you had other fighters that was inclined to fight Tank so young. You had Lomachenko who fought Tank at 22 years. I mean, Teofimo Lopez who fought Loma at what, 22 years old. Devin Haney fought him at 24. So it's almost like, you know what I mean, push to push, because Loma's taking his time now at a time when they were kind of holding Tank back, taking their time with Tank. And that is because Tank probably wanted to fight Loma, but that could have been a time where his career wasn't in his own hands or he was getting advised of otherwise. What can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe you come at a crossroads, right? With a situation, for example, because you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and have a fighter fight a top fighter too early either.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That can happen too, you know, like that's ugly because you don't want a top prospect like to have a bad ass whooping and then he may never be the same, you know.
Yeah, that's very much true. But see, for hardcore boxing fans, for boxing fans who don't care about the loss column, you kind of don't care because you feel like their skill set is there. And what's one loss? You know what I mean? Let's just say Tank did lose to Lomachenko when he was 25 years old. Do you think that would affect his brand now? And he's knocked out everybody since that loss?
Absolutely
No,
not.
he'll be heralded.
Exactly.
Just like Canelo, young in his career. Green, most people felt like he was green with over 40 fights. But who cared? He took a chance and fought Mayweather. He lost. Does that affect his legacy?
No, and it shouldn't.
Fuck no. Just like Shakur's about to fight Schofield, 22-year-old kid, hadn't done anything. If he loses to Shakur Stevenson, so the fuck what?
Hey, that's a great analogy. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. You can only do nothing. All you doing is gaining world championship experience. That's going to help you down the line.
Like I tell people, for example, if Mayweather would have, for example, lost to Castillo 1, right? I wouldn't feel any differently about him.
I wouldn't have been mad if he did, to be honest.
On the contrary, you're showing what a loss can do. Sometimes, as ironic as it may sound, sometimes a loss can be good for you.
Absolutely. It's a lot of learning lessons in the loss, man.
Fighters have said it themselves. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know if you have like a time.
Oh no, I'm on tonight, man. We chilling. What's on your mind?
Man, I'm still on the fence with the two big guys.
With
Fury and
Fury.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Me too, bro. I'm leaning towards Fury though. I think the first fight was pretty close.
Oh yeah.
But I think Fury's gonna pull some tricks out of the bag. But while I got you, man, we're gonna go over my topics and then I'll get your input. You want to hang out with me for a little bit?
Sure. Let me go ahead and take care of something that I need to take care of.
Okay, sure. Come back.
I appreciate it.
All right, my guy George out of the Puerto Rico. You say I'll join us later. D1, I'm sorry I missed you, man. I just wanted to get with George before I got to some more comments. For sure. He said, Big T.O., I'll be a member as long as you offer it. Hey, yo, appreciate you, man. Thanks for everybody who actually, well, like all 13 of y'all who are actually members of the channel. He says, and real boxing fans are hard to come by, champ. I appreciate the real ones regardless to who you like. For sure, man. For sure. D1, that's my guy, man. Long-time subscriber. Thank you, man. I appreciate that love. And I think we just touched on something heavy with George, man, which I think a lot of people gotta realize as well, we can't be too hard on these cats for catching L's, man. A lot of them got long careers ahead of them. And at the end of the day, a L don't be nothing. You don't have to be Floyd Mayweather. You don't have to have a perfect record to be a great in the sport of boxing. When you look at all of the greats in the past, they all lost. I mean, outside of fucking Floyd and Rocky Marciano, anybody else you can pretty much name has lost. You know what I mean? So that shit come with the game, bro. But great points from Define Irony, man. George out of the Puerto Rico. Thanks for joining me, man. All right, I did want to move on. If you had anything you wanted to ask about this Tank Davis situation, or the fact that he doesn't care about being considered a great, put that in the chat. I promise you I will try to get to you. What else did I have? Okay, yeah. Devin Haney. We got the audio from Bob, of course, talking about Devin Haney avoiding Teofimo Lopez. And I think it's strategic. I think it's strategic from Devin Haney. And a lot of people like to talk shit about Bob. Shout out my guy RC, man. He calls Bob the snake. That's what they call him out there in Vegas. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I've heard him say that several times now, so I'm gonna take my guy for his word. But at 93 years old, is Bob not shooting from the hip, bro? Is Bob not telling it like it is? Now, I know he probably a greasy nigga, definitely familiar with the game and know how to run it. But at 93 years old, it's hard for me to believe that Bob is doing nothing besides shooting from the hip. And according to Bob, let me see if I got the audio real quick. Yeah.
It's been difficult to get Teofimo opponents. Like on your guys' end, what's been the difficulty there for people to step in the ring with him?
Well, he's so good. They didn't want to fight him. I mean, we offered Haney to fight, and Haney didn't want it. So we'll find the big fight for Teofimo. He's a great talent, great personality, and he'll do very well both at the box office and on the pay-per-views.
To you, Bob, outside of Ennis, what is the biggest fight you feel can be made for Teofimo at this time?
Well, maybe Haney, I think, but he seems like he doesn't have very much interest in the fight.
All right. That's according to Bob himself. Haney ain't got very much interest. They tried to make the fight with Haney, and Haney turned the fight down. He doesn't want it. And which is kind of a head scratcher to me, because there's a nice long history between the Haneys and Top Rank. Haney campaigned under the Top Rank banner for a minute. He became undisputed under the Top Rank banner. You would think that relationship would be good. And if anybody can make a deal with Devin Haney, it would be Bob Arum and Top Rank. So for Haney not to consider, and I feel like it can't be about no bread, right? Because let's keep it funky. More than likely, in my opinion, Haney's stock dropped. Yeah, you got your win back, but we all saw you lose. You lost. You motherfucking lost. You had a trash night versus Ryan Garcia.
Trash.
It was trash. You couldn't block the left hand, you lost. So a lot of the times when you lose, unfortunately, your stock drop a little bit. So I feel like it can't be about a bag, because, this is a fight that they'll try and make pay-per-view. We know Haney has one pay-per-view fight under his belt. Well, two now with Ryan, right? And shit, Loma and Ryan. So you can't be asking but for so much. And plus, this is somebody you already have been doing business with. And I think it was good business because you stuck around for a long time. Right? So why wouldn't you want to get the fight done with Teofimo Lopez? And listen, you've been going after legacy. Teofimo Lopez, the lineal champion at 140 pounds. He's got a scrap. I don't see what the problem is. Now, what I do feel like is the issue is you just fought a puncher. You just lost in a decisive and definitive manner. And you can't, I think for Team Haney, they feel like if they're not coming straight back to Ryan Garcia, they can't come to somebody else who poses a real threat. I think Teofimo Lopez definitely poses a real threat. I don't think, he hasn't shown me that he can actually punch in a higher weight class now that he's been at 40, right? He hasn't showed that he has like this tremendous, crazy punching power. I'm not so sure that the power truly carried. If you look at the Claggett fight and the Ortiz fight, even the Josh Taylor fight, he never hurt Taylor. Let me bring my guy Punch on real quick. I'm gonna finish my thought and then we'll get the Punch. I don't think so. So for me, it's more of I got to be careful. If I'm not fighting Ryan Garcia next, I got to be careful because if I lose, that could potentially fuck that Ryan Garcia bag up. So maybe I need a soft touch. So I think we need to be paying attention closely to who, if in fact Devin decides to do a tune-up or a fight before Ryan Garcia, who it is. Because if it just ends up being a nobody or somebody you don't expect, then that'll answer that question. My guy, the rant master himself, Mr. In Your Face, Mr. I give you that work if you ask for it. Punch Talk is in the building. What up, Punch?
What going on, Tio? How you feeling tonight, brother?
Oh man, I can't complain. Blessed by the best, and definitely happy to have you join me, my brother. Man, I know yet mine and yours is working and churning. What's on your mind, big dog?
You know it, dog.
Well, you want to take it back? You want to take it back to Tank real quick because I know you feel a certain kind of way.
I do
about Tank Davis, and not necessarily how I broke it down, but I want you to explain it from your perspective and how you feel as a fan, right? When you hear that Tank doesn't give a damn about being great.
When I hear I don't care about legacy and all I care about is cash, that's code for I'm scared of the top fighters. I want the easy route. Yeah, I want to get rich, but I want to keep my O. So I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep cherry picking bums all the way to the end. You know what I mean? And then ride off into the sunset and leave everybody speculating on what Gervonta Davis's career was. That's all that's happened. You're gonna be remembered for fighting nobody. That's the legacy you want, bro. Hey, more power to you, my nigga. So you ain't gonna be remembered for being the face of boxing. No. Then you gonna be remembered being the face by your by your the coat of Tank. Yeah, they gonna think you was the face, but the face make $30 million a fight. Last time I checked. Am I wrong? Or last time I checked, Canelo Alvarez's net worth was $275 million.
Gosh, oh man. Matter of fact, let me check that too. The last time
that's face money, right? What was Tank's highest payday? T.O., could you refresh my memory?
On his last payday?
His highest payday.
Highest payday?
Was it Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia. Well, I think they said he made roughly $40 million.
$40 million. What Canelo Alvarez wipes his ass with.
Gosh, oh man.
But he's the face. I'm just saying, why ain't he? So hold on. So it took you to bring in a nigga with 160 million social media followers to get a real bag? I thought you was already getting the bag. Or is PBC getting the bag and Tank getting scraps? Make you think.
That's the point I was making, bro. You know, Tank probably been getting raped for a long time.
They hand is all in that nigga pocket, and he's standing from the outside looking in, watching everybody get that big Turk money, nigga. He don't like that. Like I said in the group chat earlier, niggas who signed on with Big Turk, they getting paid up front. Tank still waiting for his check in the mail, nigga.
Gosh almighty.
from
That's
3 fights
true.
ago.
We've heard several fighters, including Mayweather himself, say he had been getting money that he was owed from 5-6 years ago.
Niggas still getting money from 2018. They so far they owe this nigga so much money, nigga. But everybody want to hate on the Turk because he coming in paying how he weighed.
Hey, they say the turkey check cashed the next day.
Turkey check that's in the bank ASAP, all of it. Ain't no monthly installments. Ain't no recuperating. Here. It's fun looking at. It's fun looking window shopping because that's what Tank doing. He window shopping, watching all these niggas get that big money, nigga. And he's like, you know what, man? I think I'm about to retire. I bet you are, nigga. You want out that contract, nigga. That 360 ass PPC contract you in, nigga. Because you ain't getting face money right now, dog. But you should be getting because you're popular as hell, and then you sell out every arena no matter who you fighting, nigga. So why the fuck ain't you making a minimum of $20 million? Let's talk about the face. Y'all all niggas want to keep on talking about the face, right?
Yeah.
Why ain't you top 3 highest paid boxers in the world right now? But you get the bag, Tank.
Getting raped, bro. Well, hold on, because that's
nobody
intriguing.
Want to talk about that, right?
Punch, that's so intriguing, and I definitely want to talk about that. But let's back it up real quick because I got to get your answers to this. You mentioned Tank's resume briefly because you said that he ain't fought nobody. So that means to me that you're not giving him credit for fighting anybody. Are you giving Tank credit for the Mario Barrios fight or even the Leo Santa Cruz fight?
I'll give him credit for the Barrios fight because that was a close. That's the fight that made Tank dig deep, and he showed that he got that dog in him right there. But we ain't never seen it since, and that's bullshit. That when a nigga's career is over, the only fight I can go back to and think like, damn, wouldn't Tank show he had that dog? Is Mario Barrios? It's not none of the top names. Now let's do that with the top dogs. Yeah. Let's do that with the top names in the sport and over the last 20 years, 10 years. B-ball, that better be match was good in the motherfucker. Crawford, that Spence Crawford fight, nigga, I ain't never seen a performance like that. Canelo Alvarez, man, that nigga got in there with GGG 3 times. David Benavidez fought everybody at 68.
Yeah.
Few. Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta been the man for years, but not like 4 Kings. Remember the 4 Kings at 135?
Yeah, he was one
they
of
all
them.
At 140 now.
Yeah.
So what you gonna wait? So we got a second coming to 4 Kings coming to 135. Tank about to retire.
Yeah. And see, this is what I was trying to convey to the audience, that Punch, that I know for a fact, is a hardcore fan. He loves the sport of boxing, and he's extremely passionate about it. And it's not that you have a dislike for Tank, because I know you've been a Tank fan.
Big fan of Tank, man. I just hate the business move, the maneuvering. The maneuvering is annoying. It's frustrating, bro.
And see what people gotta people gotta realize, whether it was Tank's decision or not, it's Tank's burden to bear. Right? And also you have to fault Tank at some point once he realized and he knew, hey, I am the face. I feel like I'm the face of boxing. I can do this. I can do that. You have to leverage yourself against the powers that be. You have to be smart enough to do that. And actually go after those fights if that's what you wanted at the time.
Like, he's in his prime right now fighting Lamar Roach. Before Lamar Roach, we had El Rayo, Pitbull, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson. How do we get to Roach?
So what do you say to the people that say, well, Lamar Roach he's a champion?
Well, I say Tank beat him 3 times as an amateur, cooked him in sparring, and he knows he's going to win.
Right. And yet again, another fight that's you just don't believe to be 50-50, right?
And another fight that where if you go and do your real research and you study Lamar Roach's style, it's extremely similar to Frank Martin. What happened to him?
Yeah.
But instead of what Frank Martin did and came out in box smart, Lamar Roach got something to prove. He's going to rush that Tank and get knocked the fuck out in like 3 rounds.
Absolutely.
Trying to show out for his city. I guarantee y'all this is about to happen. And then he's going to get slept, and we're going to say, see, Told you.
Hey, you ain't got to convince us. I can almost guarantee you, include myself and all, however many people watching this live right now, nobody thinks Lamont Roach is gonna win.
Yeah, bro. Like all I want from Gervonta Davis is to be surprised.
No doubt.
I just want to be surprised, bro. Pick somebody that's gonna have me like, damn, I'm surprised you fought him. All right.
Right. Real quick, shout out my guy DJ in the chat. What up, DJ, man? My guy, man. Gosh almighty, man. My Aussie brother. You know you my brother, right? My brother, man. For sure. Oh, my guy, Casino Life Prayer is joining the panel, man. Let's get him on up here. Let's give him that warm welcome.
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Yo, that nigga Prayer's in the building. What up, baby?
Man, what's going on, man? I finally caught you again.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, no doubt, man.
What's going on? What's going on, boss, man?
Touching on Tank Davis, man. Tank don't give a damn about being a great or considered a great, right? If you did hear the audio that I played for y'all, Tank says he basically prioritized. He said, "Hey, listen, I care that my city believes that I'm great, and I believe I'm great to myself. That's all that matters." Prayers, as a big boxing fan, maybe even a Tank Davis fan, how does that make you feel, man? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I think you interpreted it wrong by saying you saying that he said he don't care about being great. He actually said he do care about being great. He told you who he cares about being great too. So he's basically letting you know he cares about being great to the people who feel like he's great, and he feels like he cares about being great to the people to himself, because that's, I mean, but that doesn't mean he's telling you he cares that people think he's great. He's telling you there are people who think he's great and he think he's great. So that's all he needs. He don't care about the people who don't.
His city. He said his city and himself. That's all he cares about. Who thinks he's great. So
that
you
makes
mean
sense.
that makes sense?
That's all he cares about, but that's not the only people who think he's great. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's people outside of his city who think he's great.
I ain't saying that nobody thinks he's great. I'm just saying, in his words, he don't care about none of that. He doesn't care if he's mentioned amongst the greats. That's not a goal of his. You know what I mean? Just like the self-proclaimed Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest, or Floyd, or all of these other fighters like Shoo, the young boys, everybody who says, hey man, I want to be one of the best. I want to be mentioned with the greats. Tank is telling you, I don't care. That, that's not my goal here. I don't care.
I mean, in my opinion,
that's how I interpret it, because that's the way he's telling us.
In my opinion, it's like him saying that. I feel like it's just like, basically, he can't make everybody happy. I think he realized that. So, I mean, I interpret that as like, if you don't feel like I'm great, it's kind of like what Terrence Crawford said one time. He said something like that, similar. Like, if you don't feel like I'm great, you know what I mean? And I know he hasn't accomplished the things that he has, but I mean, like that. I mean, he's a great to me. Like I've always
looking at it.
I don't have a complaint. I have no complaints about his career. I mean, I don't, and then I know he's gonna fight Keyshawn, and that's the best. That's the best one out the bunch to me. So I mean, he fought the top two out of the whole generation. If he fight Keyshawn, in my opinion, like the best people, I would have rather the two people I wanted to see him. The two people that he gotta fight in my eyes. If he fight Keyshawn, he accomplished the mission to me. He fought Ryan Garcia and he fought Keyshawn Davis. I'm happy.
Oh, all right, hold on, just so I'm clear here, and real quick. I think you're reading in too deep. Just take him for what he say. Listen to what he's saying. He said he don't. Did you hear the audio? You want me to play the audio for you?
No, I get what you're saying. He's saying he don't care, but I'm saying he don't care, but he still did it. He still to some people he still did it. You know what I mean?
So you think he had a Hall of Fame career right now?
Yeah, to me, yeah, but I mean, I'm not. That's just my opinion.
And who would you say that he beat to put him in the Hall of Fame?
Man, his whole resume. I mean, as far as like televised, I mean, I like the whole shit. I've been entertained. I've been entertained, bro. And then this fight right here, I know that this fight is one-sided fight, but at the end of the day, he putting his man's on. That's his folks from the amateurs. He know he can't beat him, but he getting them a check and he getting them off of Pro Box TV. I respect it. That's what I would have did. So at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. Like I would have did the same shit.
See,
I would have fought my partner. I would have fought
well,
my partner. I don't give a damn what the people think. I'm gonna fight my partner. We gonna get this bag. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what it is.
I go ahead and knock my partner out. Fuck it.
Yeah. Get him paid. He was on Pro Box. Get
Yeah,
your
yeah.
man's paid. He said it
We,
in the
we
press
we
conference.
covered it. We watched him. We could tell you who he fought on Pro Box. He defended against McCory.
Exactly. So exactly. You see what I'm saying? So he's helping his man out. He explained that in the press conference. He said that this is the only guy that I came up with who's still on the up and up. He said that out of his mouth, and that's why he's fighting him. That makes all the sense in the world to me because that's what I would do as a real nigga. And if you can't feel that, then
I
he don't
feel it.
give. He's saying he don't give a fuck if you can't feel this shit. Like
I feel that. I think again, the hardcore, diehard, passionate boxing fan in me would rather you take care and wrap up your own legacy before you start passing out charity. But shit, I get it. I definitely understand. Real quick, let me get to my guy DJ in the chat. He say fans got to decide: are they paying to watch a knockout or are they paying to watch a contest? Can't have it both ways, no doubt. Mike Saunders in the chat. I gotta get y'all some wrenches too, man. I be forgetting, bro. I promise y'all, I be forgetting. I got to do it from my phone. He say even if it's about money for Tank, wouldn't a fight with Shakur, Haney, or T.O. make him more money than Frank Martin, Lamont Roach? Nah, something is going on in them sparring sessions. That's what. Thank you, Mike. That's one of the points that I was making. Of course, Tank's going to get the bag no matter who he fights. You might as well just fight the best niggas.
That's another name too. I want to see him fight T.O. too. Like if he fight Keyshawn and T.O., I'm good.
And Casino, maybe you haven't heard me break it down to you like this. All right, so even back in the 80s with your Sugar Rays and your Hagglers and your Hearns, all those guys, they fought each other. You had this era for Tank where you had 4 different lineal champions in the same division as you for years, right? And your name's not attached to any of them for fighting them, bro.
Who the names?
Lomachenko, lineal champion at 35, unified champion.
I would like to see that, but I thought I seen a video of Lomachenko saying
Teofimo Lopez knocks off Lomachenko at 22 years old. He's the lineal champion. He's the man. So when I say he's the man, you know how the lineal championship shit works, right? When you're the lineal champion, that means you are the man in the division. You the guy. I'm holding my nuts on y'all because I'm considered to be the best guy in the fucking division. So there was Lomachenko, T.O. beats Loma. Kambosos beat T.O. Devin Haney beats Kambosos. All of them have been lineal champions in 35 in Tank's weight division when he was there for years, and that nigga still there, and he never fought none of them. That's like saying
that's
Sugar Ray Leonard never fought Hagler or went without fighting Hagler or Hearns. It's crazy.
Not to me because them dudes ain't that. But I mean, I would like to see him fight T.O. Nah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I don't give a damn about them other dudes for real. Like, I like the dudes he been fighting. I like T.O. though. Out of that, like the only person he need to fight before he go is T.O. and fucking Keyshawn. Keyshawn the only one like that. Now, if he don't fight Keyshawn, that's like not fighting Hagler. Now we talking. We got somebody in the division that he gotta fight. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. You gotta fight Keyshawn because that's another killer. If you ain't a killer, I don't give a fuck what your fans think. I don't give a damn. Like, we don't give a damn. If you're not a killer, I don't give a fuck about your boxing skills. I don't give a damn about your shoulder roll. I don't give a damn about your lateral movement. I don't give a damn about your jab. I don't give a damn about your defense. I need another killer. Keyshawn is that. He got both. He got everything. Power in both hands. He got footwork. He got everything. He got the jab. He got all the shit that them other niggas got and more. That's who Tank need. He don't need no Shakur. You talking about some He should have gave Shakur a 2-fight deal. Fucking for what? I don't want to see him fight Shakur twice. I don't even want to see him fight him once. I don't want to see him fight him twice. Fuck Shakur. We got Keyshawn. We got Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? We don't need none of them other niggas. All them other niggas history. We got it. It's a clean
with
slate.
12 fights and
It's a
no
clean
title
slate. It's a clean slate. We got Keyshawn now. He has arrived. The one who is the challenge is arrived. Now we talking. We gonna fight that nigga. That's the nigga. Shakur, waste of time. Devin, waste of time. Y'all saw the sparring. Come on now. Let's be real. Them niggas is not complete fighters. You're not a complete fighter if you ain't got the complete package. I don't give a damn how good your jab is. If you ain't got all the attributes, you ain't a complete fighter. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And we got another complete fighter in the division. And that's
You never
Keyshawn.
thought Muhammad Ali was complete?
I mean, but I wasn't alive. You know what I mean? I wasn't alive. I never watched the whole Muhammad Ali fight. I never watched the whole. I never watched the Muhammad. I've only watched Muhammad Ali documentaries, brother. I don't. You know what I mean? Just
I'm
real
just saying
talk.
from what you saw, did you ever think Muhammad Ali was complete?
I mean, I thought Muhammad Ali was. I mean, he was. He knocked. Bro, he
Did you
knocked
think
out
he was
some niggas.
one of the greatest?
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the greatest. But at
So
the
when
same,
you have that type of Muhammad Ali style where he float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, that shit don't matter.
no, what I'm saying, these niggas ain't stinging like bees, my nigga.
They is, of course.
These
Sting
niggas
like
stinging. Man, that nigga sting like a fly, nigga, a mosquito. Nigga don't sting like no motherfucking
You
bee.
don't want
Come on now. Quit putting these niggas in the same sentence. Talk about Keyshawn.
Well, I was
Talk
making a
about Keyshawn.
comparison that
Keyshawn and
they're
Tank.
pure boxes.
Right now in
But see,
2024.
hold on, real quick, Prez. Let me. You see how passionate you feel about Keyshawn?
Yeah.
That's how I felt about the rest of these niggas.
But them niggas ain't shit.
You're expressing the same emotions that I'm trying to tell you that I'm expressing about these
I
other
respect.
niggas.
I respect your viewpoint, but from my point of view, I never care about y'all crying about them niggas because them niggas always never was shit to me. Now we got somebody. Now we talking. We got two niggas.
Hold on, time out. You gonna say Shakur Stevenson, a 3-division
I'm
world
talking about at
champion,
135. When at 135, he ain't been shit to me. So he's out the picture to me. I don't give a damn about no Shakur fight until he got them get better.
undefeated 3-division world
I
champion.
don't give a damn about none of that. At 135, listen. At 135, that nigga is not an A-class fighter, my nigga. At 135, at 130, he was 5. I was excited. Listen, at 130, I was excited. I was ready. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't in the same division. He came to the division. I was like, okay, it's time. The nigga was a lemon.
But so
the
you
nigga was a lemon.
Tank to pull him up. I was asking for Tank to pull him up.
Man, now we got Keyshawn, bro. It's over with. It's nothing else to talk about. It's nothing else to talk about. Listen, it's nothing else to talk about. Them niggas them niggas never performed at the level to where everybody felt like Tank need to fight that nigga. The only nigga at 135 performing at the level that deserves a Tank fight is Keyshawn Davis, my nigga.
See now, Prez, you can't say that because we all felt the same way about Loma. We all felt the same way about
Loma.
We all felt the same way about Devin. Like we all asked for those. These was fights niggas had been asking for.
But it ain't over, and I believe he gonna get T.O. I think he gonna. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He got Ryan. I mean, y'all didn't see. I'm different than y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm different than y'all. Y'all don't give a fuck about Ryan. I give a lot of fucks about Ryan. I think Ryan is the best one out of all them niggas except for Tank. He beat fucking Devin Haney. Y'all niggas thought Devin Haney was some shit, and then y'all gonna say steroids, but that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other topic.
3 weight classes though. Now you was talking about 35. We talking about 35. Now you can't move the goalpost.
But I'm saying he fought Ryan though. That's cool.
But I'm just saying that was at a different weight class. You moving the goalpost, Prez. We talking about 35.
The weight. All right, put it like this. The weight. I don't give a damn about
the weight. Don't matter.
I'm looking at the resume. Who he fought. I like the nigga resume. Overall, over a lot of them niggas.
So then that mean Ryan better than Tank.
Nigga, Ryan. Bro, if Tank, listen, bro. If I got so much respect for Tank, got so much, bro. Listen, Tank had to spy on the nigga. Tank had to dehydrate the nigga. Tank had to put a rehydration clause on the nigga. All that shit, bro. The nigga's a threat. Devin Haney come in. He think the shit sweet. Look, got smoked. I know niggas don't like him, but I'm talking about in the ring. I'm in the ring. Tank fought the best one. Until T.O. beat Ryan, he fought the best one because Devin was supposed to be one of the best ones. So Ryan smoked his ass. I don't think Shakur could do nothing with no motherfucking Ryan unless except run. All he could do is run because he's not a complete fighter. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is. Keyshawn is the only threat at 135, and that's the only shit to be talking about unless it's T.O. If it ain't T.O. or Keyshawn, bro, that shit ain't exciting. That shit ain't lit. I don't give a damn about no belts. Them niggas can keep them shits, bro. The fights is lit. It's about the fights, bro. Like just like David Benavidez and David Morrell. Them niggas is not Bivol and Better Beef. Do we give a fuck? No. Nigga, that's lit. It's lit. They not about to fight for no belt. Nigga, them niggas just fighting. And that's more lit than almost everything going on. Niggas gotta have a new perspective of boxing, bro. Them belts ain't shit. That's why the nigga threw it at the nigga head. Cause that's all it is an item. It's about the matchup. It's about your Saturday night being fun. Even you can have. It's not about a slugfest. That's what niggas gonna try to say. I want to see Rock'em Sock'em Robot. No, I want to see complete fighters. Niggas who got everything that these defensive fighters got and more. That's what the fuck a star is. That's why these niggas can't get the big fights because they ain't exciting. They wasting niggas Saturday nights. I'd rather watch college football than these niggas. But if Tank fight, I'm watching that shit. Keyshawn fight, I'm watching that shit. Shakur fight, that bitch on a Thursday. Or if it ain't on Thursday, it's on a motherfucking undercard. And that's all I got to say about that shit, my nigga. Come on, we gotta be real. Fuck them skills. These other niggas got skills and more. And more. That nigga is that nigga's the history, bro. That nigga, why we even talk about that nigga anymore? We got Keyshawn and we talking about Shakur. We sound crazy.
Hey, get it off your chest, fam.
That's all I'm saying.
And this is what I love about fans. And this also goes to the point where I feel like we as fans, we can be selfish, man. We could be selfish because see what Prez just did was rain you down all the things that's important to him. And it's many different fans who like many different things. You got people who like all elements of the sport of boxing, like myself. And I tell you a lot of the times what's important to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's always intriguing, man, to get those other perspectives. My guy DJ joining us on the panel, man. What up, DJ? Gotta give him that warm welcome. DJ, I gotta apologize real quick. I gotta apologize to DJ. I thought we had bumped heads at one point.
Nah.
I don't know if anybody explained to you, but I was like, "Yo, what the fuck DJ?"
We were just going at it. Trust me, if we needed something to sort out, I would have called you. But I've been having a punch up.
You know,
I've been having a punch up with
ounces.
Neo from the Matrix. All my social media got all sorts of fucked up and what have you. And as I started to get it back online, punch, going scorched earth. I watched his yesterday one back this morning. That's how I caught it. I thought, I'm missing that. So, g'day, Perez. I'm not sure if we've crossed paths before. How you going?
Yeah, what's up? Salute, man.
I want to ask you all, and just stay with me. But I want to ask, and I want to get each of your response, right? Because I'm going somewhere with this when we're talking about Tank, legacy, those sorts of things.
Take your time, DJ. Take your time.
Ask yourselves or explain to me individually, why is it so important to you as a person, as a fan, as an individual, right, of what's on Tank's resume and who he fights?
Okay. I can start and then we'll go around the panel. For me, I think a fighter's resume, especially when they hit a certain height in the sport, especially when you've crossed over and you got a lot of casual people that know your name and excited to see you fight and don't really know nothing about the sport and they believe that you're great. That's when, for me, and I can't speak for anybody else, just speaking for me, is when that resume comes into question and when it matters, because that resume tells the story to some degree of that fighter. When that resume is stacked full of seemingly Hall of Famers or extremely good talent or fights where you felt like it was 50-50 fights, that means something. That separates that fighter from the others. That separates greatness, in my opinion. So for me, that's why the resume is important. And we'll go with Prez and then Punch. You can answer. Prez.
Man,
I don't think the resume matters to Prez, right?
Nah, the resume do matter. Resume matter a lot. What I'm saying is I like the nigga resume. That's what y'all missing what I'm saying. Resumes are very, very important. And I like the nigga resume. That's what I'm saying. Like, but resumes is important because it shows you the different, it shows you what a fighter can do with different styles. You know what I'm saying? That's what resumes
But
are to
for
me.
you though, it doesn't matter if he has world champions, like Shakur Stevenson, a 3-division world champion. It doesn't matter if he's on his resume or not.
Nah, that don't matter. Not him. Nah, him. Nah.
Right.
But T.O., yes, yeah. Fight T.O. Yeah, that's the one. I wanted him to fight Ryan Garcia before everybody.
Yeah. Word.
Ryan Garcia. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all mad at him. He's doing what I want. I'm happy he fought. Ryan was more important than any of them niggas to me. That was more important for me to see with my eyes than anybody else. And he did that.
The
Now
nigga
the
that
next
has
person.
accomplished absolutely nothing. That's never even been a world champion.
Man,
Ryan.
all I know is that nigga hit Fortuna with a hook so fast, I didn't even know what the
Well, I'm
fuck
just
happened.
saying though.
That's all I
You
know.
understand, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying
I
you
get what you're
understand.
saying. No, I
Ryan
feel what
has
you're saying.
in the sport of boxing, Ryan Garcia has accomplished nothing.
Nah, he beat the shit out of Devin Haney, former undisputed pound for pound fighter,
prior
pound for
to
pound
that.
hype job, yeah. I mean, he beat the shit out of him.
Facts.
I mean, so how can you say that?
Because he got popped for PEDs and that shit didn't count.
Man, but that shit was, man, come on, we know the whole story. But I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
we
want
know
to
the
go down that
story.
rabbit hole. At the end of the day, I seen that nigga beat the shit out of Devin Haney with that same left hook he been had. And it didn't look no faster. It looked slower. Cause that Fortuna hook, that when he hit that, bro, when he hit Fortuna with that hook, I was like,
it was a phantom punch like the Ali Sonny Liston shit.
Man, Tank had to fight him after that. I was like, Tank, you gotta fight that nigga.
Man, they couldn't get Ryan Garcia to sign that contract fast enough.
Nah, shit.
I know a lot of people that don't really know shit about boxing thought that was a 50-50 fight. That wasn't no 50-50 fight. And I think he proved that easily. All right, Punch. Oh, damn, Punch. Punch, we lost you. I think we lost Punch. If he pops back in, we'll get his take.
But why is his resume trash? Like,
I'm not saying that his resume trash, but compared to cats that I feel are great or greatness, it's not in the same lane at all. It's not in the same lane at all.
But he didn't even have the people around him to, in my opinion, to make it even like that. Like, that's what I'm saying.
He had 4 lineal world champions in the same weight division.
Man, but them niggas ain't no killers. Listen, that shit, them niggas the legends you talking about, the legends you talking about.
You saying on one hand he ain't had nobody around him, and then I tell you he had 4 lineal champions in the same fucking weight division.
No, but the killers, if he finna fight Keyshawn, that's a killer. If he already fought Ryan Garcia, that's a killer. He already fought Mario Barrios.
That's what you saying. You saying people as far as that can knock you out, killers. You ain't talking about. That's what I'm saying. With you,
but that's what made them other people legends.
Boxing, pure boxers completely out. Like a Richardson.
Because it wasn't none of them. It wasn't, bro. Listen, the ones back then, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard was knocking niggas the fuck out at the world class level. It's different.
We talking about Tank right now, and
no, but we keep talking about him, comparing him to the legends of the past. The legends of the past,
because they all mixed it up. I'm saying they all fought each other,
but they was killers. That's why we talk about it. That's why we care. I'm telling you, bro.
They were more than just killers. They were the best at their time, and these, unfortunately for Tank, these are the best.
Exactly, and he got, bro, Keyshawn, T.O., Ryan is a Hall of Fame resume in this time. What I'm trying to tell you, because without you not finna tell me he's not going to the Hall of Fame because of Shakur and Devin. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. He can go to the Hall of Fame without fighting Shakur Devin, nigga. They
All
ain't.
I'm saying is, if he going to the Hall of Fame without him, just tell me who is he going on the Hall of Fame for fighting?
Yeah, that resume.
He's not done. He's not done.
Okay, all right, that's what's up.
He finna
All
fight
I'm saying,
Keyshawn.
Prez, I was just like you, bro. I kept saying the same thing. He gonna fight them all, and
he's not gonna fight them all. He's not gonna fight them all. He's gonna fight Keyshawn, and that's enough. If he
all right, so
only
let me
fights
ask you this
Keyshawn.
real quick, Prez. If he never fights Keyshawn, if he retires and doesn't fight Keyshawn, would you have a different perspective?
Yes, I'd be like, bro, how the fuck you ain't fight Keyshawn? That's bullshit. And then,
okay, all right, I'm gonna hold you.
Ain't never had no super fight. That's the problem.
No, yes, he did, nigga. Ryan. But y'all don't respect him. Y'all don't respect him. Y'all don't respect him. I get it.
Bro, I had Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney. I'm a fan of Devin Haney.
Yeah, he picked him. He picked Ryan. He actually picked Ryan to beat
What I'm
Devin.
saying is, you're saying Shakur Stevenson ain't shit, and he's by far the most dangerous opponent for Gervonta Davis.
Right, he's not dangerous to nobody.
By far.
But that
You
nigga ain't
think
dangerous to
Keyshawn
nobody.
Davis with 12 fights and no world title fights is a better opponent for Gervonta Davis?
Bro, you gotta pick a different word, bro. You're never in danger with Shakur. So, like, that's not danger. That's just getting out box, nigga. That's not danger, bro. That's the point.
When you say danger, he mean danger of nigga losing. I'm gonna beat you. That type of danger.
Yeah, but
you're in danger of losing that.
Losing.
Nigga.
That's why he don't want fighting. That's why y'all call him boring.
Think the most exciting shit we got. We ain't got time for him to come in there and stink up the place, bro. That's my opinion.
All right, real quick, Punch. I wanted you to get your opportunity to answer DJ's question. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, repeat it.
DJ wanted to know what makes, for the fans, what makes somebody's resume so important.
No, what makes you, not the fans, what makes you either care or not care so much about who Tank fights and who he doesn't, who's on his resume. Because eventually I'm going to land the plane once I actually get the answers off everyone.
Oh, yeah, I care more about resume because when I see great fighters like Gervonta Davis, I want to see them matched up against other great fighters, like on the same skill level as them, who could possibly push them back and maybe surprise me. Like, oh, Tank's fighting him? Didn't see that coming. That's all I really want. A real super fight. That's what I want, man. You know what I mean? I want to see Tank Davis in an undisputed fight with somebody. You know what I mean? I'll pay $85 for that. I'm not paying $85 for Lamont Roach. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking away nothing from his skills, from his talent, his power, his drawing power, his popularity. I ain't got no problem with none of that. All I got a problem with is that we went from El Rayo to Lomachenko to Pitbull to Shakur Stevenson to Lamont Roach. That nigga was the last pick, not the first one. So, like, I'm just tired of the maneuvering, man. That's it. But other than that, man, I think he's a great fighter, but I don't think he's Hall of Fame. Not yet.
All right, so if he's not Hall of Fame, who at 135 is Hall of Fame?
Teofimo Lopez. Lomachenko for sure.
So you think them niggas will get in the Hall of Fame?
Or Stevenson.
So all them niggas is just more. Damn, that's crazy.
Devin Haney too.
World champions,
and it's so crazy. Like it's so crazy how people think, bro. Like
you said, the only credible opponent is Keyshawn Davis, a nigga with 12 wins and no title shots, bro. It don't make sense.
No, what I'm trying to say is, bro, it's just crazy how people think because you just named all those people and y'all don't think Tank got no Hall of Fame resume. But when the professionals who put these people in the Hall of Fame have to make a decision, I guarantee Tank be the first one. I bet Tank be the first one out of all the niggas you just named. He gonna be the first one, bro.
Man, look how long it took James Toney, man. I don't think so.
I don't know, bro. It ain't that easy.
Well, if it ain't Tank, the person, I bet it'll be Loma will get in there before all them niggas. Just cause. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but if it ain't Loma,
no, I think Tio, because Tio 2-time lineal, bro. That's hard to fucking do. If it wasn't for politics, that means
I'm saying they put people in there for that reason only, just for that shit.
Bro, that's
a pretty big deal, bro.
That's the biggest accomplishment you can have in the sport.
No, but I agree. T.O. is Hall of Fame. I'm just saying, like, I don't see how y'all don't think.
Like when you think about boxing,
like I don't think
money aside,
Cruz not a good win.
Pure legacy. What's the biggest accomplishment you can have? And that's unifying an entire division.
No, I feel you. I guess.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
could
it's.
be beating the man, and
I
he
just
did
think
that shit
Tank going.
twice.
I mean,
I
we
think
think Tank could beat all these niggas too, bro. We just want to see
no,
it.
but I
Yeah,
think he's gonna go
facts.
to the Hall of Fame. If he retired right now, he Hall of Fame, in my opinion.
So
Because I mean, I like
Nah,
his. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Y'all just don't like his resume, but I do. Like, I like Pitbull. I like Leo Santa Cruz. I like Mario Barrios. I like Ryan Garcia. I like goddamn. I mean, I don't Hector Garcia. That shit was basically that was like a tune-up because he was about to fight Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He announced him at the same time. And then this Lamont Roach, this is him fighting his partner. A lot of people have done it in history. He explained the shit. I mean, I'm not gonna be hard on the nigga about it. I don't want to see him fight that nigga. But I'm
Perez,
gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna
Per-
watch it. Like, huh?
Perez, my question wasn't Chip and Tank's resume. If you stop and listen to what everyone said, it was about them vindicating themselves looking at Tank's resume rather than looking at it from Tank's shoes and going, well, do I need vindication for the $50 million I've got in my bank account? Because the reality is that if you can draw 500,000 pay-per-views off your own name, to some extent, it actually doesn't matter who you fight because you're still going to get that bag. So if you didn't start your journey to want to be unified, undisputed legacy, and you only started your journey as a job, it's just a job for you that you're good at and I can earn money from it. The fan's opinion only really matters on one day, on one night, and that's fight night. Why does that matter? It's either they pay for the fight or they don't pay for the fight. After you've retired and moved on and your bank balance, your investments, your family, all those sorts of things that you want to do are well looked after, it doesn't really matter what the fans think after that. It doesn't matter about your financial future if you end up in one of the many Hall of Fames. So when you guys talk about Hall of Fame, which one? Because I'll be honest with you, some of them are a little bit too easy to get into.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, everybody got their opinion. We'll see if he get in the Hall of Fame, but I feel like he gonna end out with a bang. Like, he gonna fight somebody, and going out with a bang is not fighting Shakur. That's going out with a snooze, nigga. Because
we most definitely gonna see.
you
Real
finna be
quick, let me
chasing him.
bring my nigga Nine up, man. Shout out my God, Nine.
Man, what's up with you, bro?
Up in the
What's up,
motherfucking
man?
spot.
I ain't got but a little bit of time, but I'm gonna say like this. This speaks to everything that I've been saying, for a long time. Like it was asked to me by one of you brothers up here. Well, bro, who do you like? And I'm saying all these dudes is pretty much trash. And it goes back to like when they was amateurs, they wasn't taught to develop power. So a guy like Tank is gonna get denied by a lot of fans because he produces what the fuck people want to see, and that is the knockout. Unfortunately, they don't give a fuck who he's knocking out, but he produces the knockout. Let me give you an example. Arturo Thunder Gotti is in the Hall of fucking Fame for fighting Irish Mickey Ward to a bloody ass trilogy. And you want to know why? That shit started out as an undercard fight with two journeymen, but they fought their asses off so hard that fans wanted to see it. And unfortunately, this is the hurt business, and people want to see crowd.
We lost you, Nine. We lost you.
Breaking up,
No.
Nine.
Now you was cooking until you said unfortunately, man. Fortunately, it's the hurt business. Fortunately, it's the hurt business. Ain't no unfortunately. It's
Yeah, we
fortunately.
lost
But
Nine.
Man, we
man,
lost
Nine
Nine.
was cooking,
Yeah,
man. Nine was
he
cooking.
was cooking.
Yeah, he's got to get back under that acorn tree out in his backyard. That's the only place he gets reception.
Real quick, Sean Newchurch in the chat. He said, I buy Tank fights, but I'm going to steal this fight. No disrespect to Lamont. I know who he is, but yeah, nah. Tank resume ain't the great talk. Ain't that great. Talk to me when he fight Keyshawn. Hey, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
There you go.
Well, that boy Keyshawn, shout out my Norfolk niggas, man. Keyshawn is on the map.
Yeah, he the only one to talk about other than Tank.
Yeah. Shit. And I agree with a lot with Nine saying, for sure.
And what he was saying is the reason why Keyshawn By what he was saying, that's why people want Keyshawn. That's why. Because it's the hurt business, bro. All that other shit cool, but Keyshawn can show the roll too. Keyshawn got lateral movement too. And guess what? He got power too. So that's just what a complete fighter is. It's for the hurt business.
Well, how impatient are fans in general? I mean, you've only got to look at. You could argue the same sort of conversation with Boots, right? Who's he got on his resume? What's he done, right? And then it's really easy for fans to forget about what Canelo's already done, but because he's just had 4 or 5 fights against tomato cans, oh nah, you're off my favourites list now because you haven't had the most exciting fights ever.
Shit, he's still my favorite fighter.
But you get my point, right?
No, I got your point. No, I wasn't trying to. I was just saying.
So where we potentially get manipulated is you get force-fed fights that you don't want. That's the real underlying issue that actually drives the motivation for fans wanting the best of the best all the time. And Turkey's given us some of that, whether you all agree with it or not. When you're waiting and you charged money for essentially fights that you know who's going to win, and it's not going to be a contest, fans get the shits. Well, they shouldn't get the shits because they just shouldn't buy the fight. Stop throwing your money in the gutter, right? Wait for that top fight and tell the promoters what you're thinking and saying, we're not going to buy your shit. So when you talk about a Tank fight, and Nine's right, well, we all know it's exciting to watch Tank Davis because it's really not about when he's going to win. It's about which round he's going to get the knockout so far.
Yeah.
And I'm of the opinion with Tank that we haven't seen the best of him yet because nobody's actually drawn it out of him. That's the real contest that you want to see. And I think that's kind of what Punch was saying, and we've had this discussion. Sorry, I won't speak on your behalf, Punch, but I'm of the opinion the only one that can potentially beat Tank is not to outpower him or knock him out, it's to outbox him.
But nah, I ain't gonna lie, DJ. I agree with what you're saying, other than the part that people only just want to see Tank fight somebody that can potentially beat him. Like, bro, there's people, Tank has fought people who I thought might beat him. So, like, it's fan to fan basis, bro. It's a fan to fan basis.
Real quick, Prez, who you thought could beat Tank?
Nigga, Barrios and Ryan. Nigga, I was scared as fuck when he went like Barrios. Nigga, like when he came to the gym, I'm at when he was training for Barrios. He had Barrios posters all over our goddamn gym when he was getting ready for Barrios and shit. Like I was watching him in person getting ready for that nigga, and I was worried, nigga, because I seen the face
beat that made you think that he could fuck with Tank.
Bro, I just thought Barrios goddamn could beat him.
How big he was. That's what I thought. That's what had me worried. Barrios
he was going up in weight, bro. He was going up
just big.
Yeah, he going up in weight, and the nigga was
way.
I mean, he wasn't the main. Was he? He was like a interim champion, which is
he was interim WBA champ.
Okay, so I mean, to me, bro, that was a big deal to me. Like, I mean, y'all don't care about that shit, but to me,
he was undefeated.
Well, no, that was Tank daring to be great, and he said,
okay, so that's
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I was scared.
Take a lot of credit for that fight. I give him a lot of credit for that fight.
I'm not saying I was gonna put money on Barrios or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know. I'm like, bro, this shit finna be hell. And even during the fight, I didn't know until he started knocking him down. Nigga, I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me.
See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what we wanted from Tank, man. Tank daring to be great. Tank taking on challenges that make you nervous. You know,
and he did it again.
That at first, and then all of a sudden, start pulling up all these 130 pounders, nigga, and weight draining niggas, and like, damn, bro, what happened?
Nah, but you was just trying to fight long man.
Those are the two fights you was actually like nervous for Tank.
Yeah, I was nervous for Tank. With
that
Ryan.
one and the Santa Cruz fight had me nervous.
And I wasn't nervous. I wanted to make, Prez. That's the problem. That's the problem. If you telling me out of all of these Tank fights, you was only nervous in 2 of them, that's the problem. That's what we.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that's more than a lot of these niggas. I mean, I don't be nervous for. But I've never been nervous for Shakur, except one time with De Los Santos, and he was nervous too.
Yeah, I was nervous for De Los Santos. Me too. That's the only one.
So I mean, I was nervous for Tank twice, but I was only nervous for Shakur once. I was never nervous for Devin big ass, except
hold up, time out. So you wasn't nervous in none of the championship fights for
No, Devin's too fucking big. I've never been nervous for Devin and I wasn't nervous for Devin. You wasn't
nervous in the Nakatani fight or the Valdez fight or
who you talking about?
Hell no. No.
Did Jamel Herring fight?
Jamel Herring?
Nigga,
No.
he beat Lamont
Bro,
Roach.
Lamont Roach is his partner. I don't listen, I don't want that fight, but I understand. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand. I'm gonna look out for my mans. Especially I'm that nigga. I'm getting money. I'm finna get my mans paid. We can leave that one out. We
I
can leave
got
that one out. You know what I'm saying?
you.
But what I'm saying is, bro, no, I've never been nervous for Shakur to this day, my nigga. Except for
You're not
Delo
nervous.
Santos.
You're not nervous for Shakur in the Schofield fight.
I mean, I want him to lose that shit. Because then that means that we have another nigga. Now we got Keyshawn arrived, and then now Kid Schofield arrived. That'll be another nigga. I need him. He's better for boxing than that nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
He's better for the whole sport than
Oh,
that.
you see the chorus on
That's what I'm saying, Prez. I got you figured out, man. You just don't like pure boxers. That's all.
No, I like pure boxers. Tank is a pure boxer to me. He just got more than that. He got more than that. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Pure boxing, that's a one-dimensional nigga. If you can only do that, you're one-dimensional. People always think one-dimensional is just like a go-forward Mexican. No, you can be a one-dimensional. You can be a one-dimensional shoulder roll, lateral movement ass nigga. Like if you can't do nothing but that, that's one dimension. Shakur is one-dimensional. He can only.
They all got knockouts, bro. He just had a knockout 2 fights ago.
At 135, bro. When his size, when niggas is his size, he ain't talking about shit, bro. Except against Yoshino. But where the fuck he been at? Where he at? Where was he before and where he been at now? Like, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
I mean, he was.
Yoshino can't beat Pitbull. Yoshino can't beat goddamn nobody on Tank resume, nigga. At 135. Nobody. Yoshino. He can't be nigga. Only person Shakur fought is
Man, you see how you shitting on Shakur resume?
Everybody got opinions, but y'all shit on Tank all the time.
No, I'm just saying you can say the same thing about some of the niggas that Tank fought.
Man, I feel like
you know what I'm saying. You can say the same thing.
Only person, like even T.O., bro. I was nervous with T.O. Twice, too.
Man, the nigga gonna ignore that part.
Twice. What?
Well, I was just saying what you were just saying about some niggas from Shakur resume. You could say the same about Tanks.
Dog, I ain't gonna.
I mean, put the niggas in the same box, man.
No, I'm saying niggas be having belts. Niggas be having belts and shit, but they resume like, bro, come on, bro.
You be moving goalposts.
Oscar Valdez, he good, but he not that good, bro. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just niggas be. I mean, you know, it's just how you look at it, bro.
Yeah, and listen, and again, that's my point, man. To each fan is their own. Like everybody likes different elements of the sport. You know what I'm saying? And
but
it's
what I'm
attracting
saying,
different shit in the sport.
It's the last thing I'm gonna say about it. It's some people, some fans, the way they look at the sport will make the sport grow, and some fans, the way they look at the sport, if you had it your way. But it should go out of business. That's all I was saying, nigga.
Shout out my guy Mark Wynn. He don't fuck with nothing you talking about. He said, I'm out. I can't barely stand to listen to Tank fanboys justify his shit fights. Lord have mercy. Oh, damn.
Man, this
Mark.
nigga said Tank niggas always call it niggas Tank fanboys. That's not even my favorite fighter. Nigga, I like Canelo. Nigga, I like Emmanuel Navarrete. Nigga, I like Tank too, but he not my number one. Canelo is my number one fighter.
Oh, Canelo? Word.
Yeah, that's my number one fighter. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Errol
man,
too, but he's missing.
Real quick, let me bring to the panel, man. My dog GMT is in the motherfucking building. Slick Fitty, what up?
And what's up with y'all?
I can't call it, man. Good to have you back on the show, brother. Thanks for man. Have you been listening?
What up,
Nah, in and out, man.
Okay, boy, you got that mic all the way right today, boy.
Yeah, that mic sound good today, Slick.
I'm be honest with you. I've been having issues. That's why I ain't been going live. Been working on all this stuff, man. We get all them updates all at one time, and shit get to changing on its own, and it's been a clusterfuck, bro. It's been a clusterfuck over here, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I believe it.
How are you, Slick?
What's up, DJ?
What's going on, GMT, man?
Channel?
What's up, Casino?
Well, I'm glad you found some time to get with us, man, through all of the clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Real quick, we was discussing, and I definitely need to move on, man. I'm been up here almost 2 hours. Tank Davis, and of course, I got to get your take, man. We've been speaking on it for like the last 45 minutes at least. Came out. He was asked. Spanish reporter says, "Hey, listen. You know, when it's all said and done and you retire, are you going to mention yourself with the greats? Are you going to consider yourself to be a great, or are you going to put yourself next to the greats?" And Tank replies, "I don't care about that. Right. I do not care."
Right.
And he prioritized what he cares about. He says, "My city thinks I'm great.
Right.
And I think I'm great to me."
Right.
Your thoughts?
I mean, it goes back to, we were talking about that before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once I heard him say that, I got to take him out of the line of even comparing him to greats. Right? I can't argue his resume. I can't put him up against nothing. He's essentially saying he's okay with being a novelty. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. You know, you got some rappers that's cool with making they tapes and staying at home. You can get rich staying at home, selling in your state over and over again, being independent. You know what I'm saying? And that's perfectly fine that they're a hometown legend. And if that's where his head is, kudos to him. But I'm just happy that he honest. You know, he didn't sit there and lie like, hell yeah, I'll be amongst the greats. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? He would be known as a great fighter. And I hold on to that. You know how I feel like good fighters and great fighters. You know what I'm saying? He will. We talk about all sorts of great fighters. Salvador Sanchez, he died, rest in peace, but we never got to see that takeoff. But he's still revered as one of the great, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Boxers. He'll be in that category. But will he truly be amongst the pound for pound? No.
No.
He'll have too many great clouds over his head. You know what I mean? Too many names people could bring up in a barbershop. You know what I mean?
He didn't fight.
You're right. And it's not like he garbage. He's not garbage.
Hell no.
That's the part. I think that's the part that bothers everyone. He's not garbage, and this dude is doing this. I want to like Teofimo with his mental fucked up. I can see him ducking people. Him not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or shit. A plethora of other boxes that people think are special that I'd be like, I'm not sold on. You know what I'm saying? That I can see that. But Tank got the goods. He was molded to be who he is now. And now that you've become this complete fighter, you like, fuck it. What? Like, that shit don't make sense to me. But this is the boxing purist for me. But like I said, once he made that comment, he's not for me. He's for the casual. He's for them. You get what he's essentially to put himself in the line of, don't take this the wrong way, but of a Jake Paul, an entertainer. He's just gonna get the bag, fill the stadium up, and give you a knockout. You know what I'm saying? And that's essentially where I feel like his mind is. Again, no disrespect, but I gotta take a man for face value. And it's crazy because this is easy because he ain't even gotta be drunk to tell me the truth. He just said the shit. You know what I'm saying? So to argue his resume, to do this, kudos to Tank if that's what he's gonna be on. But if I have my way, he will be fighting a Loma. Fuck all the old talk. He will be fighting a Shakur. Fuck all of that. You get what I'm saying? Because I came in the last piece about one-dimensional casino. You were 100% right. Right? Sometime, 1 + 1 = 2, and sometimes 1 + 1 = 1. You get what I'm saying? And it's just how it is. But at the same time, though, boxers in this sport, boxers and the brawlers have to mix it up. Who's gonna figure out who? It's like that last puzzle piece. You see what I'm saying? And if you lose it, you can't complete the puzzle. So how do we know your definition of what's your definition of greatness?
Right.
You didn't fight the people in your class. Like you didn't dominate your class. And whether or not if people feel like Shakur can't get them or this person can't get them, no matter that, these guys are doing great things.
Yeah. And real quick, Slick, because I want you to finish your thought. How can we say that you're great and give you the flowers that we believe you deserve if you can't prove to us that your particular style can beat these so-called boring.
Right. That's what I'm saying, because the name of the game is boxing. All right. So boxing is you have boxers, right? And this is the testament to what Casino said. I'm not picking on you, Casino, by any means. But you have like you got Tank, right? Tank was a scrapper to me. All right. And everybody on this panel, I used to get a Rob head about Tank. Man, I'm not sold on Tank. I can give a damn about Tank. He come in overweight. Then now this he fighting it. But I wasn't sold on Tank until Pitbull. When Pitbull fight happened, that was the first time I got a glimpse of that boy could box. It was the first time, ever since, if y'all notice, ever since that fight, he's been boxing. No more running into fucking punches no more. I'm about to go backwards and bait your ass in. His IQ just went up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about astronomically. It's been there. It must have been there, but now he has to use it going into these heavier guys. You get what I'm saying? That's going to be bigger than him. You know, but now he has that, and now I see he's complete. I want to see him fight a complete boxer. Not these boxers that he's picking. Okay? Yeah, his friend that he finna fight, he's a boxer, but he's not a complete boxer. Who else on this goddamn list that he done brung up? The other Garcia, boxer, not complete boxer. Ryan Garcia, boxer, not a complete boxer. I want to see him fight a complete boxer. And no matter what nobody says, and I know, well, I ain't gonna say that because y'all opinion count too, but you're right. But in my opinion, Shakur is the most complete boxer out there right now. Everybody he's fought says the same shit. It's like he right there, just an inch away, and you just can't fucking hit him. Everybody has the same gripe about this kid. And believe it or not, defense is part of boxing. And if that's what he chooses to lead with, can Tank close that gap? Right? I ain't worried about why people talk. The argument about Shakur is Shakur can't hurt Tank. Duh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not his MO. He don't go in there to knock you out. He don't go in there to do that. You know what you getting when you fight Shakur. 12 fucking rounds.
So exactly.
Same with Devin.
You know what? But you know, everybody has a different opinion, because like that would be what you just said would be the same reason why fight him. Like why
it could be because look at it like this.
He's gonna fight him just like he fought De Los Santos. Like that's what he's gonna do. And
for that shit. I'll be honest with you. De Los Santos is a lot bigger than Tank, and I don't think it would actually go like that. I think he'll try to stand there until he catch something, then he gets on his skates. You get what I'm saying?
Well, then he gonna get on his skates immediately. Then because if he stands there, he gonna catch something, and he gonna.
Well, there's a difference between running and using your feet, though, bro. Like up now, the De Los Santos thing here. I fell asleep on that motherfucker. I'm on. I fell asleep live on that shit.
Man, you know how much I would give Tank for taking the De Los Santos fight?
Right, hey, that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is that it's a difference between moving your feet and running.
What you just say, heavy bag? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to hear what you said.
I said I'd have given Tank so much credit for the De Los Santos side.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And I'd rather that than Shakur.
Yeah, I get it. But see, I figured in the last, maybe 10 minutes, I was downstairs getting my babies together and shit and came up here listening. You like steppers. And I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the sport
you want no. The sport, it's not knockout artists. It's not called knockout. You got good brawlers. But most of the brawlers that got names that are still held great, that didn't really accomplish shit, got taken out by who?
No, I don't like brawlers.
Boxers.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, I like complete fighters, bro. Every fighter that I like is a boxer. They just happen to have a power.
Hey,
I don't like
me, fellas,
the only brawler. The only brawler
I do, line though, because
the only brawler I like, the only brawler I do love is Navarrete. That's one of my favorite fighters because he's just crazy. He's an idiot. That's why I love him. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fine line though with a boxer though. You got a guy like a Sweet Pea Whitaker, Heavy's boy, right? That can make you miss entertaining.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And Shakur's not making you miss so bad. Matter of fact, he's making you miss, but he's not making you pay.
Not making you pay.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga right here, you would have hated this nigga, Pred.
You ain't lying, bro.
I like watching his highlights. That's what I'm saying. It's not even bro, you gotta figure out how to make what you got work for
Work.
you. You see
I
what I'm
can agree.
saying?
I can
Like
agree.
not just to get the win, but to get the people. Like Pernell Whitaker got the people with no power. He figured it out.
Yep.
He figured it
Yep.
out.
Yeah.
Shakur ain't figure it out. I
No.
have no problem with it's
But the thing is,
y'all misunderstanding what I'm
he's
saying.
only
Like,
had, but he only fought what 3 times at 135 though. Like everybody wanted him to rush into it. Like 135 is a still relatively
I
new
wanted him
division
to
with him.
pull him up like he
You
pulling up.
know.
Boy, I wanted him to pull up Shakur. Y'all remember? I was like, man, pull
but I'm saying
Shakur ass up.
people complain about Tank so much, bro. He went up to 140 and fought Mario Barrios, and Shakur came up to 135 and fought Yoshino. I mean, what's the fucking difference? I mean, I feel like
I didn't
Barrios.
complain. I didn't complain about Barrios. That was that man. That
No, but
man
I'm
trying to
saying
be
it's
great.
like Tank gets all the backlash, bro. But it's like,
Bro, I'm not gonna shit on nobody's resume because everybody that Tank fought, I believe he should have fought them to get where he is to this day.
Right
Because
see
you're
what
a
to
I'm
build him
saying?
good-ass
up.
fighter. But at the
Exactly.
same time, though, the fight between him and Shakur, hell yeah, I want it. It's intriguing as fuck. Can Tank solve the puzzle? And is Shakur boring enough to beat him? Because it's gonna have to just be a boring motherfucker to beat him. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it ain't gonna have to be
'Cause
no
if you
boring
step
motherfucker.
to him,
It could be a
you
nigga.
ain't.
It could be a nigga
Nah,
who
but
got down.
that's
Delos
not
Santos
Shakur
could beat Tank.
game.
Delos
Shakur's gonna
That's
Santos.
have to
why
beat
Delos.
him
Devin
being
lost.
boring.
Man, Delos
Shakur ain't
Santos got a good chance to beat Tank. If Ryan rematch Tank, Ryan got a good chance to beat Tank. Isn't you ain't gotta be born to
But
beat
Prince, when
Tank,
you say that, you saying you feel like they got a good chance at beating Tank at his own game?
bro. What I'm
no.
trying to
I'm
tell,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying Shakur. I'm
Listen,
saying
bro. I
Shakur
don't
has
give a
to
damn.
fight a very very what you would call. I'm just only guessing because I don't think you like really boxers like that, and that's understandable shit. I favor the knockout puncher too, but
I like boxer
I think
punches.
he needs to
I like
fight a
boxer
more
punches.
controlled fight. He don't need to trade with Tank. No way, shape, form, or fashion.
None at all.
None.
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 Get
He's
in, get
going to
out.
be sleep. He's going to get slapped.
Yes,
Tank is going to slap
I
him. And
agree.
that's
He got
why
to
we
fight his
love
fight.
Tank. Us guys who love Tank, that's why we love him. You do not trade with him. Ray Leonard did not trade with Hagler. You
Right,
see what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah,
Real
I
You
see
quick,
what
don't
you're
guys.
saying.
Real
trade with
quick. Real quick.
Now
punches.
I get what you're saying. It's
Real quick.
just
Real
I
quick.
don't look
Mayweather
at.
did not
Real quick.
trade with Pacquiao. You don't
Uh,
trade.
New Church in the chat. He said it's not that Tank's incomplete. He incomplete. He is Tank. I think he's the best fighter at the 135, but it's just that he hasn't got the fights that we thought he should have had so far in his career. Facts. I agree.
I did a show on that where I took Tank whole resume, then I took Shakur resume, and I broke it down where like I agree with Nine saying every fight that Tank took has made the renowned boxer puncher that you know today. But if you look at Shakur resume, right, when he become champ, 22 or something like that, and he was fast tracked and all of that stuff, sometimes it comes as a consequence because at the end of the day, those tougher fights that Shakur was taking is the reason why he still fights the same way every fight. Whereas Tank, he had people that were experienced. Some had losing records, some didn't, but he got a chance to work out the kinks. You get what I'm
Shakur
saying?
still fights
Yeah.
more
And
like an
Shakur
amateur.
still fight like an amateur. Thank you. See,
Yep.
that's my doppelganger down there. He knew what I
Yeah,
was gonna
bro.
say.
Because Shakur and a lot of fighters that have that Olympics experience, they tend to kind of stick with it throughout their career if you really paying attention. That's why I believe Keyshawn is different. Nah,
You know
I'm
why he's
glad that
different?
you here
My bad.
because I mentioned you earlier. I mentioned you, Nine, man. Shout out my guy Nine. The only consistent former pro boxer that visits the channel. And let me ask you this, Nine. And we've had this conversation several
Go
times
ahead, bro.
before. When you was fighting, when you was a pro, right?
Mhm.
Like you told us several times, man, it was about a bag, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Legacy to you and your circumstances and what you was going through, it didn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
and that's why I say when Tank tells us he don't give a damn, I understand it because speaking to guys like Nine before, which I know several now, including Nine, it was a point in time where you were a pro and you didn't give a shit about legacy, right?
Right. I was just on the stage that got me 1,500 back in the day, and he's on the stage that can get him 15 million.
That's the only
Fuck it.
difference.
Only difference.
That's the only difference.
Only difference. That's some real
Yeah.
shit, Hev, for real though. He
Yeah,
just trying to get the bag.
And that's
You
why
know
I
what
say
I'm saying?
niggas can't be mad at that. You
Bro, I be in
can't
the
be
gym
mad
full
at it,
of.
but it's the selfishness in us as fans. We're selfish because some of us can remember Tank's debut. We can remember when Tank was 5-0, 10-0, 15-0. We feel
Right.
like he helped make this nigga who he is today. So, nigga, you supposed to fight who I want you to fight.
Yeah,
But
we're
he's not
selfish and
obligated to do
frustrated.
that.
You left out frustrated, T.O. We frustrated too.
And frustrated. But we he's not obligated to oblige us and what the fuck we want. That's it.
Yeah, it's
But
just
see,
a
this
difference.
is the thing though. As long we can complain as much as we want to, but as long as he keep on selling out these arenas, who give a lully fuck? Just like Jake Paul, same shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as they keep selling out arenas, we can complain to the motherfucking cow come on. But it's gonna be somebody that buy it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Is a 50,000 casino presence in the building, nigga.
Hey, nah.
What's that?
Hey, man, nah. But see, look, I be thinking people get me like confused, bro. Like niggas think I just won't see stupid ass slugfest and shit. Like that's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Nah. I heard
it's a
what
lot
you
of
said though while I
understand
was
what you're
driving.
saying.
I'm still driving, but hey, Prez said some 100 shit.
Yeah, a lot of 100 shit.
Listen, a boxer, a motherfucker who's just boxing, and does not have the ability to stand there and trade with a motherfucker, he's still a one-dimensional fighter too.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what
And
I'm
not
saying?
very fun to watch.
Well, I won't. Well, the reason I said what I said is because I don't believe that he that one dimensional. You get what I'm saying? I believe we didn't see we didn't see to that 130. We just ain't see to that 135
and that was when he was
yet.
bigger than them
And
dudes,
that's the
man.
thing.
You know what I'm
Once he
saying?
hit 35, he hit a brick wall, bro.
So
Yeah.
we just got to see, man. This
what I'm
next
saying.
fight though, is finna be real telling.
Yeah.
Real fucking
And that's the
telling.
way I see it. At 35, Shakur 3-0 with a knockout.
This
That's
is what needed. What boxing need to go up is for Shakur to get his ass whooped by the goddamn Kid Schofield, because that nigga
Get him
Kid
out the way.
Schofield way more lit, man.
I
If-
completely disagree.
that should have us lit, nigga. That should be lit, nigga. It'd
Yeah,
be
for the
lit.
the casuals. That's what y'all. I mean, like say, it's like the old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm
I ain't no
saying?
casual though. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't saying. I mean, you, but not just casual. I'm talking about for the casuals. Not you, casino.
But why wouldn't it be good for the hardcores? It's lit.
It's lit. It's lit. But I like seeing the skill. When I look at boxing, I'm not just looking at two. I'm
But
analyzing
don't that mean he
shit.
had the skills?
I look wholly
If he can
different.
do it, don't that mean he had the skills, brother?
To do what?
But
If he can beat Shakur, don't that mean he have the skills, brother?
Hell yeah.
Hold on. You can't just answer that. Hold on. You can't just answer that like that, bro. Yeah, because look, it can go two ways. If Shakur out there showing his ass off and that boy have a tough fight and he win, yes, he got the skills. All right. If he go in there and mop Shakur the fuck up, Shakur is never who he the fuck he said he was.
Right.
So that wouldn't say that he had skills. That just says Shakur wasn't who the fuck he was. That boy going there and mop fucking Shakur up. No, Shakur was never that dude.
Man, but that shit gonna be. All right, think about the day after the
I
fight.
can't even agree
Think
with that. I
about
got to
think
push
about the
back
day
too,
after the
because at the end
fight,
of the day,
right?
he's still a 3-division world champion. And
Yeah, but if he go in there, I'm talking about if he going to get mopped, like mopped.
Think about the day after the fight, bro.
You know how I always
get mopped.
Hey fellas, y'all know how I always ask the question, and I would say, "Hey man, I want to know what's under the hood." To be fair, and I rock with Shakur because I think he's got some good boxing skills. But we seen half-ass what's under the hood because when he faces adversity and punching power, he runs.
He don't like it.
He
Facts.
runs.
Yeah.
He don't like
Facts.
it.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? And so
but
he's not seasoned. Now, to give him credit though, not to cut you off, Slick, but to give him credit, here lately, I don't think he's been fighting his punchers. So that's a good start to get acclimated to punchers. But yeah, bro, nah, he's not that dude. He's
when
not,
he fought, I want everybody goes to
And that's coming from a fighter.
right. Yeah, that's
You
my
see
brother.
what I'm saying? So
But
I know I ain't tripping.
no, I'm not saying I'm not going.
he's
What I'm
not a
saying is
complete professional.
what I'm saying is like, okay, look at it. I'm trying to put it through a lens so you see what I'm saying. Like, okay, look at it like this. Okay, everybody goes back to the what's my boy, man? What's my boy he fought in Atlanta?
Oh,
I can't remember.
Mario Barrios.
No, not Mario Boy. I'm talking about Shakur.
Shakur from Atlanta. Oh, Jamel Herring.
Jamel Herring, right? And everybody go back like, ooh, like he was getting him. I go back to
Herring came to our gym.
Yeah, I like Jamel. I didn't talk to him and everything. He's a good dude, man. Good ass dude.
Nakatana earlier.
Right. I go back to that, and I go back to Nakathilia. See, one thing about Nakathilia was the first time I saw that boy retreat, right? But he didn't just retreat; he stayed within range. And see, like he stayed with the range and boxed his ass off and broke that man the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? If he could do that, I'm happy with that. What he's been doing lately, though, I'm not. I don't like. No, don't run across the ring and run around and da 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 da. Now he takes a lot of flack for the fight where everybody said he was running. What's the dude's name? De Los Santos. Yeah. He was running from him, right? Mm-hmm. Granted, he says he had a broke hand, right? And that asterisk on that, right? Because we don't know. When you see no paperwork. But check this out, though. At the end of the day, though, that man couldn't land. If De Los Santos was that good, he should have been beating the fuck out of Shakur.
Yeah.
So that still speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't cut the ring off. He still should have beat the fuck out of him.
I ain't gonna lie.
But real quick, y'all, hold on real quick. Let me restore some order because my guy DJ been quiet and I wanted to give him the opportunity to land his plane.
Okay.
DJ, you still there, buddy? DJ done fell asleep.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, DJ got busy. DJ said, "Man, god damn, I turned and then fell in the mud."
Charlie, if you hear me, look at
that. Okay, man, yeah. Final thoughts, and then we'll move on. Punch, I'll start with you. Any final thoughts on this particular Tank situation? Okay, Punch then fell asleep. What about you, Prez?
What you say, bro?
I say final thoughts on the Tank situation. Any final thoughts?
I just think that a nigga need to. I mean, like I said, you want to be remembered for nothing? Hey, more power to you, bro. You know what I mean? I'll sit back and wait and see if you fight some credible competition to where I can stop talking shit. But until then, I'm gonna keep on clowning your ass.
No doubt, I love it. Casino.
Man, it's just, I mean, like what he said, it's a lot of people who think the total opposite. It's probably more. You know what I mean? They're just not as vocal. You know what I mean? But he feel the love when he outside.
Oh, it's vocal, nigga. Listen, there's some Tank channels for your ass out here, boy. For sure.
I don't know about them. I don't really watch. Oh yeah, I have seen the Tank channel before.
Yeah, bro, it's plenty.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from them channels. Go watch Knockout 86.
I don't watch him no more. I don't even want to say that. I don't want to say nothing negative about nobody, man. I don't want to say nothing negative about nobody.
TV, nigga, go crazy about that.
I don't watch shit like that though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't watch it. Be unbiased, man. But I'm gonna keep. I gotta speak from the heart. Slick 50. Final thoughts.
I say if he want to be a novelty, let him be a novelty. But for me, I don't think he retiring, bro. It's like you announce it, and then y'all motherfuckers better come on, get with it. You know what I'm saying? Build a hype. But that's what I think. But if he is really retiring, kudos to him, bro. But as long as he understand what lane he putting himself in, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. 9.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Final thing.
My final thoughts is this, man. As long as the stadium is filled with motherfuckers who give a fuck, because as long as his fan base is not gonna put pressure on him to fight certain guys, we not. You got to realize what era we in, as far as the man. We're in the era of, and I hate to say it, but in the era of the dick rider. And once you got a fighter that you like, it ain't nothing a motherfucker can do wrong by these dudes. You know what I'm saying? We seen this shit with Earl Spence.
What did Earl Spence do wrong? What Earl Spence do wrong?
Oh no, he just saying as far as the fan base. He's saying the fan base.
The fan base, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like until his fan base says, "Hey, bro, we want you to fight Shakur," or "Hey, bro, we want you to fight Devin," or whoever the shit, it ain't gonna happen. I think the perfect fight for him would be Teofimo Lopez. Nigga, you just said that when you see him, you gonna slap the shit out of him. Fight that man, because he's the only motherfucker out there from 135 that started out in that same class that had some fucking power, just like Tank. All them other dudes is feather fisted as fuck. That would be a good, exciting fight. That'll get Tio a bag.
I gotta keep on reminding niggas.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah, I like that.
At 140, Tio ain't knock out shit. He look feather fisted as fuck. Gordo was at 35. TOF 140 ain't dropping nothing. Nigga,
Exactly. But guess what? Guess what? He has enough. See, this is why I'm critical about Devin Haney. You know what I mean? And I don't want to go there, bro, but Devin Haney wasn't knocking shit out in the lighter weight classes, bro. So when you move up, you damn sure ain't gonna have no power. You damn sure ain't gonna move no motherfucker. We seen him hit Loma flush. Loma bit down on his mouthpiece and came back with a 5-punch combination on his ass. The boy can't punch. And it's not translating. It won't translate. They say he need to move to 147. More weight doesn't mean more power.
About right. Facts.
Mother Nature, it's your genetics that make you a puncher. It's God given. That is the one thing you can work on. No, it's not even technique. It's just Mother Nature. I'm telling you, it's not technique. It's Mother Nature. You can work on shit to make you faster, but power, no. You have to be born with that shit.
I can ask you a question, 9.
5 pounds of pressure though, 9. 5 pounds of pressure.
As a boxer,
technique's got to come in the fold.
You know
what I'm saying?
You doing your technique, you can knock a man out by hitting them good.
And let me give you the prime example. Tank versus Rolly Romero. That was technique. That wasn't just pure power. Tank was in a defensive position, escaping when he landed that shot. That wasn't him on the front foot with leverage.
Shit, how Keith talking about Ramos for that first knockdown on Ramos. That wasn't power.
Yeah, you got to throw some technique in there because it's 5 pounds of pressure, no matter how you apply it. Prez, you got did you go?
I was just gonna ask 9 a question. That's all. I was gonna ask him.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, as a boxer, like you were saying, like Devin Haney, when he move up, he's not gonna get no power. Do you think? I'm of the opinion that him moving up is gonna make him a little slower with the reflexes type of thing, and we gonna see Haney getting caught more often than before because he's just not gonna be as fast.
Because he's lugging around extra weight too. That's another. You see, Bud. Now Bud's power is not translating to 54. He's got decent, respectable power, but the shots that he hit Magnum off with, that would have slept a motherfucker at 147.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Power is God given. Like, that's why we have our greats that we have. And I hate to take y'all through memory lane. Tommy Hearn's power translated from 147 to fucking cruiserweight, my nigga.
Cruiserweight, yeah.
That's God given. That's God given, my nigga. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers become boxers. Even Mayweather, his power capped out at fucking 47.
At 47.
140.
I think
he was kind of rocking
the
niggas.
Ones I've seen power translate through every division like that.
Exactly. But when he fought Margarito at 54, though, his power wasn't like that, though, was it? He went the distance with Margarito, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm done with 54." He vacated that belt shortly thereafter. Because it's genetics, man. Some motherfuckers just got it. You got a motherfucker, even lifting weights. Some people just got it, bro. Even like an arm. You could get a motherfucker that is a baseball pitcher, bro, and he could weigh 250 pounds and still can't throw as hard as a motherfucker that weigh 107.
Yep.
Am I right, Punch? You a baseball guy, right?
Yeah, you right, bro.
Yeah, and that's power. That's God given. That's Mother Nature.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, bro.
That's facts. My bad. But just like this Munguia fight, nigga just got knocked out by a nigga with 4 knockouts. God given, but that was a lot of technique. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
I'm not saying technique don't play I don't say technique don't play a role or whatever, because it ain't how hard you hit somebody, it's how good you hit somebody.
There you go.
But the power, that's
God given.
That's God given.
Yeah.
Like sure. that better be power.
Yeah, that's that dumb scrum.
That's
all you can do if you ain't got power is work on placing shots. That's all you can do is place shots.
Okay, DJ, my bad. You had we lost you for a second, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to land that plane, man. If you still had that thought.
I don't. That was an hour ago, but that's the beauty of the panel, right?
The beauty.
When when you let people have opinions and have the discussion, that's the best part about having the lives.
Yeah, it's the beauty.
You can't keep it too rigid. But look,
the final thoughts then on this Tank situation. That's what
I
we're
actually
doing now.
haven't changed my mind that I gave Slick or Punch on one of their lives, in that I'm not prepared to be too committed to an end result with Tank yet. I pointed out that just about every Tank fight over the last 2 years has come with some sort of drama. Most of that was Floyd. He was locked up overseas. You know, they were calling each other out. Now it's I'm retiring. I'm not sure yet, and things will progress into next year. I'm actually not convinced that it's not Tank's legal way out of a binding contract with Tom Morale to officially retire. Then that contract gets written off, spends 12 months out of the sport and comes back and re-signs with another promoter himself or goes to Riyadh or something like that. It's really easy for fighters and athletes to retire and then come back. And it generates, for someone like Tank, it generates a whole heap of media and fans and speculation. So it's too early for me to. But as for his resume, I'm never going to tell a bloke how to earn his money. Like, bottom line is, what do I care about his resume? What, to win a debate with someone else about whether he should be in the Hall of Fame, not in the Hall of Fame? What do I care? Right? So, you know, earn your money how you want to earn your money, and if you get it easier than some others, well, why not? I'm sure we'd all like jobs where we can earn more money for easier work. That's just the reality of the situation.
Well, but DJ, if the conversation comes and they ask you, well, hey, DJ, how do you feel about Tank being in the Hall of Fame, or anybody, like whoever you favor in the sport of boxing? Let's just say a Tim Tszyu, right? And you've replaced
definitely no.
No, I'm just saying if you replace Tank Davis with Tim Tszyu, right? Tim's in Tank's position.
Well, the answer is no. Tim doesn't deserve to be there. Look,
no. You're a damn fool, man. That's what I'm saying. When you're passionate about something, because you don't probably give a damn about Tank Davis, but if you put somebody in there that you actually give a damn about, you follow their career, you're passionate about it, then those little intricate things become kind of important to you. You know what I'm saying? Because
because
maybe I'm just speaking for myself.
The only reason that they become important to me is that I've got statistics for a resume to try and win a debate with a friend or someone like that.
Yeah,
so really,
justify them being a Hall of Famer, or to justify them saying, hey, this guy is better than this guy.
But regardless of whether they end up in there or not, it doesn't affect my sleep pattern, right? It doesn't affect where I decide to actually spend my money on pay-per-views or any of those sorts of things, because it doesn't take long in the boxing world for an old face of boxing to be replaced with a new face of boxing. It's been happening for decades and decades. Someone moves out, retires, does whatever, and then the new crop comes through. I'm more interested in the new crop coming through. So where I'm hearing things like Keyshawn, Abdullah, all these sorts of people coming through, they're really the future, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm off the contest, and that's why I've loved some of the undercards this year. I love a good contest where both blokes keep getting knocked down, they keep getting back up. You've only got to look at the Serrano-Taylor 2 fights. That's a proper contest, right? Everyone wants to tune into it. And I think people should take responsibility for where they spend money. Like, don't buy a fight and then complain that you bought it and it was shit house. Like, buyer beware. But so I don't get hung up on the whole Tank thing. I would love to see him fight in a, in inverted commas, one of those, I'm not sure who gets this, whether it's a T.O., Fimo, whether it's a Shakur, whatever. You still want to see that, right? Because it's a contest. We know you're good, but just how good are you?
Right. That's all it boils down to.
Yeah, but that's the intrigue for me, not the demand. So I'm intrigued to want to see it, but I don't demand it because I'm not the one in the ring.
Got you. I can dig it. All right, fellas. Gonna move on here, man, real quick. Devin Haney avoids Teofimo. That's according to Bob Arum. I don't know if you guys seen the interview that was released today where Bob Arum basically says, listen, we tried to get the fight with Devin Haney. He turned the fight down. He feels like that's the biggest fight for Teofimo Lopez is Devin Haney. We know Bob and Devin has a history, and I would like to say it's a good history. You had Devin Haney fight the very best Top Rank had to offer. He unified there. He became undisputed under the Top Rank banner. And now Bob is saying that Devin Haney is avoiding Teofimo Lopez. Now, I wanted to start with you, Slick. Why do you think that is, or do you think that's happening at all?
It's too much of a risk. And I think this, and I also think this is like the second time he denied TO2. So, I mean, I that's just it. I mean, I think it's too much of a risk. I don't think that's something Haney should take coming back at all. Nobody who's gonna come forward on him, you know what I'm saying, like that. He definitely needs a soft touch just to get back on the horse. That's what he needs. I mean, he has to accept, hey, I'm back at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ain't that, if you're going to take something tough, you go back to Ryan. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But to go to a TO that's hungry and want to fight and risk you getting used like toilet paper to wipe somebody's ass, nah, bro. Don't do yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? You trying to build yourself back up.
Yeah.
Get your confidence up first. You know what I mean?
I love it. Love it. Punch.
Yo, you know what, man? I ain't surprised by this at all because I think, normally I will like be living for any moment where I can roast Haney, but I think this is a smart move from his team, man, because this is not a step down from Ryan Garcia, bro. This is more dangerous than that nigga because he gonna come in motivated to fight you. If Ryan Garcia did that to you unmotivated, what the fuck is a motivated Teofimo Lopez about to do to you, nigga? So yeah, I think that's a poor decision for a tune-up, nigga. If you if y'all looking at him as one of those, nigga, and you should go down there and get that belt back from Pueblo, who got elevated after you vacated, nigga. I think he'll be a better challenge to go for right now than try to fuck with somebody like Teofimo Lopez, who's hungry as hell to get his hands on somebody, anybody. So, like, yeah, I don't think that's a good business move. You know what I mean? So I actually don't think it's a bad idea because I think right now, Devin Haney, after the ass whooping he got, his mind is still trying to heal. You know what I mean? Nigga got a baby on the way, just got married. You got more shit on this plate. You want to step in there with Teofimo Lopez, gonna come in there disrespecting the fuck out you, take you out of this shell the same way Ryan Garcia did to you, but cook you and but really knock you out, get you out of there? Yeah, bro. Good move from the Haneys, bro. I ain't even gonna hate this time.
this not this time.
Hey, he admitted it. He admitted it, bro. He admitted it. Not this time.
Yo. Bruh. Hey, DJ, your thoughts, man? Haney avoiding T.O.?
I don't think Devin Haney deserves a big fight. I won't pull punches. After the way he behaved, after everything that went down with Ryan, nah, hell no. So once you start stitching the dots together there, he also knocked back. I'm pretty sure that Eddie Hearn would have given him a pretty good purse to come to Australia to fight Paro at the time. He knocked that back. He's already been to Australia twice. All right. Now he's knocking back Teofimo. The reality now is I'm looking at Devin and he'll only take fights where he's allowed to box. If he has to fight, he's fucked.
Gosh almighty, I can dig it. That boy Ryan.
I'm strong. I'm strong.
Honestly, I reckon I'm not sure that you haven't already seen or we're not witnessing the downfall of Devin Haney's career off his own actions and the way he's behaved, knocking back other opportunities, balking it, So you can't sit there and say I'm worth X amount of dollars, 5 million or whatever it is. You can only do that for so long because guess what happens? 2 years later, you haven't got a single cent. You could have had 2 million in your bank account, but you've got none because you think you're worth 5, and you're not prepared to take 2. That's back to front and all fucked up. I think he's protected. He's going to be protected more than he ever was, because if he can't get in there with a matchup where he only has to use his skill, his boxing skill, and he's not forced to fight or avoid someone with heavy hands. Look, and I think that's why he was so successful against George Kambosos, just boxed his ears in. George didn't come with any power or pressure or any of those sorts of things. So if that's how he reacts after a potential L, he'll avoid any L going forward. Any L.
Gosh, oh matter. Sound like he about to take the Canelo blueprint. Casino. Your thoughts, man. Devin Haney can't get the fight done with T.O. You avoiding him?
I mean, of course he's avoiding, bro. He need to avoid everything. I mean, it's just, at this point. I mean, somebody said he don't need to fight T.O. because T.O. gonna come straight at him and try to knock him out, bro. There's nobody in boxing that's not gonna try to come in there and try to knock him out. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, at the end of the day, bro, this shit ain't safe for him no more, bro. Like, he finna get knocked the fuck out shortly if he fight anybody of any caliber, because they gonna come in that bitch confident. They gonna rattle him at the goddamn press conference and everything. He is not built for this shit. Based off his actions, he showed his ass, and Ryan Garcia officially has lifted his man's skirt.
Gosh, oh man.
We should plan this another time. This nigga's scared.
That boy's scared, man.
Right.
I agree, man. I agree with all of y'all, man. Definitely need a soft touch. He needs some kind of tune-up. You can't go into a fight with the two-time lineal champion T.O., and we know the dude can fight. Just a bad style matchup coming off that kind of loss/win. And it's got to probably come down to money as well, too. We all know Bob Arum's the cheapest motherfucker in boxing, and Haney probably thinks he's worth a certain amount, and Bob already told him what the deal was, and he ain't want no parts of it. Because one part of me want to say the right amount of money of put him in the ring, but we all know, and it's undeniable, that the stock of Devin Haney has dropped, and I really want to say it probably dropped dramatically, man, because it's just been way more backlash that I've heard versus positive impact from what has transpired.
Yeah. Y'all know I'm a Devin fan.
Those the PEDs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Devin fan, bro.
The longer he stay out the ring, the farther it's gonna drop too.
The worse it's gonna get.
Yeah.
We not gonna see him all to in 2025. Watch. Remember I said that we won't see him till at least at the soonest 2026.
According to Bill, they fight in the first quarter of 2025, but he couldn't say who.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Bill just said that they got a fight coming up first quarter.
Oh, Bill said it?
Yeah.
That's what Bill said.
But it's gonna be if it is, it's gonna be a soft touch. Bet your sweet ass.
Yeah, it'll be the kid from the theme
Man,
park.
do you think he could beat Blair Cobbs right now?
Man.
No.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So that means he really trash. Because at the end of the day, bro, if y'all niggas hype this man up for all these years, bro. Bro. You mean to tell me he can't beat Blair Cobbs?
Man, that dude, it's Dev in his own way, bro.
I think I might give Black Cobbs more credit than a lot of motherfuckers.
Me too.
I ain't even gonna say that he beats Black Cobbs, but I think it'll be a good fight. I honestly do.
think Blair's a problem, nigga.
I think Flair got too much power for him.
Complete trash, but I'm saying the level that people were saying that Devin was on. Devin was on the pound for pound list. Blair Cobbs ain't never been nowhere near no pound for pound list, bro.
I feel like Dev played himself want to be the tough guy and pandering to the crowd. You know how you got some people got to keep off the social media so they don't feed into it?
Yeah.
That's what they should have did to Dev. All of a sudden, Dev came with the My First Thug outfit, and all this shit, and he got goals in his mouth, and he got wearing lokes and shit, and it ain't adding up. It ain't. Yeah, you're a grown man. What I'm saying is, grown men need good friends, because that shit not him. You know what Richard Pryor tell Eddie Murphy in that movie? Quick, we not gangsters. We not. And he need a good friend like that. Hey, and I've been screaming on my channel, I wish he would just play the good boy role. Sugar Ray Leonard did it, and it worked out. Be a fucking boxer. Quit doing that, because now, like you said, Casino Life, whatever said on that press conference, you really have to take that shit at face value, because everything that anybody finna tell you they finna do in that ring, they finna come try to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try to come. If somebody say, hey, I'm finna step to you and beat the fucker, they really finna come try to do it. So you finna have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? And for the Ryan fight, like I said, he beat himself in that fight. He could have took that shit over, but right before the fight, I don't know if Tio was on here. I think Punchy, everybody was on here. I think. But I was like, please, Lord, don't let him step to this boy in this ring.
Did he say who
on the
weight
Ryan
class
Garcia
said he
fight?
gonna come back up?
Yeah.
Did together.
Yeah, and I was like, don't let that boy step to him in this ring. As soon as he did it, I said, this shit over.
Did Bill
I said,
say
it's over.
Did Bill say what weight class he coming back?
No, he didn't. No, I don't believe he did.
Cause he big as hell, bro.
122 is the safest place for him.
That shit crazy.
Boy, hey, you ain't. Hey,
that's a fact.
Wow, bro. He
But
wild.
Ryan changed that, man. Dog, what?
And Ryan wasn't even in shape, bro. That's the thing. That's what made it look so bad. You lost to a cat that wasn't in shape or nothing.
Devin is the one dude that like never impressed me, bro. Because let me tell you why, bro. Let me tell you the red flag. When somebody chooses to look that way on the scale multiple times, it's like, bro, what are you worried about going up for? It's like, you got to question that. And then the fact that you the biggest person in the division and can't hurt nobody in the division, you got to pay attention to that too, bro. And I've always paid attention to them two things. And I always said, the moment he fight anybody that can fight that's his size, he gonna get beat the fuck up. And I had Ryan in the fight, bro. Like
It
everybody
don't
thought I was
matter.
crazy.
It don't matter if they his size or not. Loma was beating the shit out of his ass, man.
Yeah, I feel like Loma won, but like that shit wasn't even posed. Like when you look, if you look at the size difference, it don't make you like. What I mean,
No, bro.
like
That
it's
fight
like,
made
bro,
me
why?
mad, bro. That fight made
I'm
me
saying, why
mad.
would, bro? You
What,
too
Devin
big to
versus
be.
Loma?
He too
Yeah,
big
because
to
I'm
be.
like, how the fuck this big ass nigga letting this little dude do him like
Exactly.
that,
That's what I'm
bro?
saying. Why?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, you don't even got the DC to push this motherfucker, this little motherfucker in the ring. Get your little ass back. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
I was yelling like a motherfucker, bro. I never forgot. I drove all the Kansas City, and with my past
And I
co-host,
never
we was watching
respected
that shit. But that
Like, I
shit
never,
made me mad. I'm
I
watching
never
this little dude
respected that
turn
shit, bro.
Devin and everything, rock Devin at that, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Man, I never
What is
respected
this?
that shit, bro. Like,
And then he goes to the corner. Daddy, you know what I'm finna do, Daddy. Hey, drop the brick hand. Drop the brick hand. I know, Daddy, but I tried that. He know what I'm finna do. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh yeah.
He figured me out.
Yeah, he done figured it out. I said, my God, the heart is not there, fam. The heart is not there. You can have all the skills in the fucking world. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can have all the punching power. If you ain't got no heart, you gonna catch that work, nigga. You gonna catch that work.
Slick. He can box. There's no question he can box, but he just can't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. If a fight break
He
out,
one
Devin Haney
dimensional.
unarmed.
One dimensional.
If a fight break out, Devin Haney is unarmed.
Well put.
For
At
sure,
140,
man.
at 140 and up.
So is there? Let me ask y'all this: is there a road to redemption for Devin Haney?
Not really, bro. Nah, there's no road back.
Damn.
No.
I don't see it. Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a different way, Heavy. If you're promoting DJ and you know that DJ's a good chance of proper beating up on Devin Haney.
Oh, the only DJ I know got a glass jaw, man. I don't know if I'm.
Hang on. All right. Are you signing a contract with the Haneys after the legal garbage that went on after Ryan for battery? Are you going to put me, you, and our business at risk signing a contract with the Haneys?
It depends on how established we are.
Point being is, he will have scared off a lot of promoters with what he did. No question.
Yeah, I've been hearing.
They're worth billions.
My bad, fellas.
Like Eddie Hearn, The Zone, $1 billion easy, or hundreds of millions. You can't put your business at risk signing with someone that's got that sort of attitude if they throw a child tantrum after the fight doesn't go their way.
Well, just to push back a little bit and in defense of Devin Haney, you got to understand that this is somebody who felt and was passionate about feeling that he was wronged, right? And he did actually step in there with somebody who.
So what you do?
Popped PEDs. No, not saying necessarily that. Not saying that's what you do, but
passionate.
We can't sit here and say that he didn't have a case. You know what I'm saying?
What you do then, Heavy? What you do then is you sue for contract breach or rules breach. What you don't fucking do in a contact sport is sue for battery.
Yeah.
Perez just hit the nail on the head. Ryan Garcia's gone in there and pulled his skirt up, and he was wearing a fucking G-string, right? Don't do that in a man's sport.
Bruh. I feel you. I was just trying to play devil's advocate here, man. DJ,
I can agree.
My fucking head off.
You can sue the promotional company all you want, but once you taking it straight after the cat, that's a little different. That's not, you took it outside the ring.
GMT.
What's that?
You know how he could have avoided all this?
Just by fighting him?
If he had did what you said, bro.
Yeah, sue the promotional company. That's what all fight.
I'm saying if he had stayed in his fucking lane and never.
Stayed in his lane.
He would have been the good boy, and everybody would have felt sorry for him. And
all of that shit. Devin's a good kid.
Ryan would have been cooked for this shit. Career would have been looking like Devin's right now if Devin would have stayed in his fucking lane and ain't try to act hard.
It would have been when Sugar Ray Leonard lost to what's my boy name, Roberto Duran. Everybody was devastated. Oh my God, we can't believe it. No. It's okay. We know you're gonna get your get back. I mean, that's how it really was. You know what I'm saying?
But him and his dad, they talked. They made their bed, and now they gotta lay in it, bro. And we really not gonna be talking about him for that much longer.
And still saying lies though, like
he's gonna fall off.
Talking about other boxers suing other boxers is other boxers suing the promotional company, not direct at the boxer, bro.
For beating them up.
Yeah, bro. Like stop that. Now you got Ryan Counter suing shit. And they met and the same people talking about it's okay for Deb to sue Ryan. They saying, oh, that's bogus, Ryan suing Deb. What the fuck you mean? That's business. I'm finna tie this shit up. Y'all ain't finna get me right out the gate like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I mean, like they gotta expect that.
Shit. My bad. I'm saying all that shit is the reason. I was gonna say all that shit is the reason that I don't expect him back till 2026.
And then on top of that, man, check this out. You fucking with De La Hoya. De La Hoya is not a Lou DiBella. De La Hoya is not Shelly. De La Hoya is not none of them. De La Hoya is an experienced boxer that's been through this shit. He finna tie that shit up in litigations like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be continuance. I think
they
realize that now. You gonna need a bag to fight.
You gonna spend more money than what the fuck you trying to get.
Probably trying to get.
You can't go to Golden Boy without suing Golden Boy. Look at the history.
Yeah, true that. Them niggas been sued by everybody.
Look, Slick, I don't want to. It'd be unfair to rip on the bloke. I just think that he's got some really bad advice post that Ryan fight, and I would suggest that bad advice came from other emotional people that made him emotional about it.
I agree, DJ, because you know why I agree with you. You want to know why I agree with you? Because when he took that ass whooping, I was happy for him because he didn't complain. He didn't say shit when he got in front of that mic. He just said, "I gave him an opportunity. I hope he give me an opportunity to get my get back." And then the next day, you run to ESPN because you heard that he had PD. No, you should stay right there with that.
Yeah.
And people would congratulate you about that. And we would have been sitting there talking about, man, we can't wait for this next motherfucking fight.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Thanks. Yeah.
Now,
that's another way he could have
you missed it. What I said, I had a question DJ answered. Now I'm going to ask you, and Casino answered, I believe. Is there a road to redemption for Devin Haney? Can he come back from.
Yes. What he does is get his soft touch, build his confidence more than one, like how they did AJ. You know what I'm saying? Try to build his confidence up, get him back as the kid he was that I was shouting. This kid got the best jab in the game. He's a boxer. Stick with your game plan. Forget Linares and everybody else after that. Get back to who you was before Linares. All right? Build your shit back up and then take you a tough fight, bro. But you got to drop the case, bro. You go through with this shit, dude. No. Look at the writing on the wall. You don't hear no promotional company, nobody talking about wanting to fight Devin. Nobody.
Except for Bob.
And then we got
right.
Now.
But that's because he want to build T.O. up. Yeah, that's food. That's food now.
Hang on. I'll go the other way and say, well, is he offering Teofimo up because of the contract disputes that they're both having?
Well,
now we got another pure boxer.
Just think about that for a minute. If you need to get Teofimo off your books and you've stopped caring about him, so to speak, in inverted commas, well, you can still get a payday off Devin because no one else is going to touch Devin. I don't think. Not until that lawsuit goes away.
That's why I'm so confused, man, because I just don't remember Bob and Devin doing bad business. That was a good business venture for Bill and Devin with Top Rank. So not being able to get this fight done, it's definitely got to be Devin avoiding them. Punch, I wanted to get your take two. Road to redemption for Devin Haney. Is it possible? Can he come back from this?
First of all, you gotta drop that soft ass lawsuit like ASAP. Like nobody gonna take you serious till you do that. 2, he gotta be prepared for the shit talking the next opponents are gonna give him about this lawsuit. You know what I mean? 3, avoid the top contenders for right now. Get you a couple tomato cans. You know what I mean? Build your fucking confidence back up and pray that you ain't changed from that ass whooping you got from Ryan Garcia, because those type of ass whoopings tend to change, fighters like that. And the main thing that this nigga need to work on above all is punch resistance. So if you can get that together, there's redemption for Haney. But if he go through with this lawsuit, he's cooked.
I don't think that's coming. That ain't coming back. Can't fix that. Ain't coming back.
Work on that.
He work on his defense. You gotta work on his defense, bro.
Shit that Floyd and them be doing with the neck.
Punch,
about 1,000 of them a day.
Do you give Devin any credit at all for not quitting? Because he was getting hard multiple times, and he didn't
I give him credit for
that's what.
I just thought it was a dumbass game plan. He looked stupid. They listening to his dad talking about going there and killing when you ain't knocked nobody out in 5 years. Your pillow pissed as fuck. What did you think was going to happen? You don't have the power advantage in this fight. It turned out the way everybody expected it to turn out if he stood there in front of him. And we found out in the first 5 seconds, man.
I promise you. I promise you. That was the first thing I said. I said, this boy better not go in there and do that shit.
You didn't get finished. But in reality, you got put down 5 times, my guy. And I don't give a fuck how much they erase that ass whooping. That's just fresh in my mind. And every fighter that you fight is going to remind you of that, bro.
But in the great words of Triple G, this is one big drama show. And he should have, that would have played in his favor, believe it or not. What DJ said. He might have got his ass knocked down on time, but he got his ass the fuck up. You see what I'm saying? And that showed a lot of heart. But
that credit.
Yeah, and it was only to that next day. He ran to ESPN when he heard PDs, where it was like he couldn't accept that loss. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And when his little brother said that,
that shit.
When his little brother came on there, and said, he knew Ryan was gonna pop.
God told me that he had drugs in his system. Something he said
that made him look crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though, y'all? I just thought of something. Something just popped in my head, which could make it real difficult for Devin. He's, been this self-proclaimed boss. His daddy always calling him a boss. He's not signed to a promotional company with a multi-fight deal. So how is it that he can get a tomato can fight next? You know what I'm saying? If
he'll get it.
Any of these promotional companies, he's gotta fight who they willing to allow him to fight.
He's on an undercard slick.
He gotta be humble, man.
He'll get it. It's gonna come down to the money.
With who?
He gotta be humble. It's
gonna come down to them. There's plenty of tomato cans out there, but it's gonna come down to like they said, you gotta be humble. You're not getting that 2.5 mil that you was graced with at 19 years old. I think that's the problem with him and Eddie. Eddie don't want to take that type of chance. You know what I'm saying? Especially the type of year Eddie coming off of. You know what I mean? I'm not finna give you 2.5 mil. You might take this 1.2, bro, and I'll put you on on the undercard. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be a main event fuck with Eddie. But he gonna have to start somewhere. I mean, that's the.
Man, I'm like, you Devin Haney, you a name. Whether we want to believe it or not, he's got a fan base. People want to see him fight. He's going.
It's not that many people.
No.
I'm just saying he's going to draw an audience.
You think he's going to headline this nigga?
He go, yeah, they gonna want to see how he is coming back. That's for sure. The comeback fight, you gonna draw some eyes.
Coming back, but who's gonna be like? All right, cool, I got this tomato can for you, buddy. And
there's plenty of Brits that he can put them in the ring with, especially on one of these turkey cards. Just put them on the undercard and see where he at.
Fuck you. Only nigga I got for you is T.O.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm PBC, fuck you. All I got for you is Tank. If I'm Oscar, fuck you. All I got for you is Ryan.
Right.
You know I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the man. That's why I mentioned Eddie though. See, Eddie, fuck it. I can make a little snaps off on you, but this is what I'm paying you. He'll find somebody.
How do they got to fight
over there?
They fighting on ESPN?
No, because Eddie will be Matchroom.
If Eddie will be Matchroom on the zone.
No, I'm saying you said Bill Haney said they got to fight.
But he didn't say who and where. He didn't say that.
What the hell?
This nigga finna be on BLT Prime.
Man, that shit probably cap. It's probably cap now.
This nigga about to be the main event on Brian Norman Sr. fight. Brian Norman Sr. gonna be the co-main event.
Hey, you know what though? You know what? Did you just say that Paro fight? That's just
Eddie tried to give.
That Paro fight before Richard Hitchens.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Haney, well, depending on we don't get.
Ain't no belt there no more though.
No, this was before he got the. Haney would have been first, and because Haney knocked it back, they went to Hitchens. Now,
Paro had already had the belt. He had already beat your boy and was the IBF champ.
No. He said they offered Paro to Haney. Haney was like, I'm good, and that's how Hitchens got it. That's how Hitchens got the. Hitchens wasn't the first pick for Paro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they came out Hitchens' mouth. Hitchens was training for somebody else.
The champ, still, he was the champ.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that's going to be even less of an interesting fight for Devin Haney now.
No, yeah, but my point was that when we were talking about how Devin Haney gets his money and then gets back on the horse, that would have been, and I hate to say it because I'm patriotic to Australian fighters, but Paro fight would have been an easier or a softer touch back in the ring than a Teofimo Lopez, particularly if you get the version of Teofimo Lopez that on his night he turns up and he's a proper killer.
I tell you this though, if Eddie could get Devin in there with Paro, it's a win-win for Eddie. If Paro beat Devin, that props Paro back up, right, with the Australian people. They got their revenge. If Devin beat Paro, he could promote to another fight with something tougher or something better. So it's a win-win for him. You know what I'm saying? To put the two losers in the ring and see where they at after they losses.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's gonna be important to see what Devin wants, and what role he wants, because that's determine what promoter you're gonna really need to pander to. Because he's just in a position where he's outside looking in right now, and if these motherfuckers don't want to work with you, they don't. They ain't got to.
Might end up in a trick bag again when he fought Cambosis, signed to a nigga that signed to another nigga. That 3-way deal.
I don't see how he gonna make 140 again. I just don't see it. The longer he stay out the ring, it's gonna be harder for him to make 140.
Well, that's worse for him, I think, Perez, because if he goes to
I know.
147, he's not going to be able to keep those bigger blokes off him.
That's what I'm telling you.
Look, if he wants a pure boxing match, I don't hate the idea of a Haney versus El Rayo. The problem is that I think that Devin Haney's a little bit legally and promotionally a little bit like kryptonite at the moment for other promoters, because they're just watching this lawsuit. They don't want to get in bed while a lawsuit needs to be resolved.
Well, Rayo is PBC, right?
Yeah.
So
they're not working with him.
Fucking with Devin unless they feed them the Tank.
Man, niggas not fucking with Devin. Gonna have to get it out the mud. That's all he can do at this point.
He
Get up.
gonna do it. It could be done. Erickson
Yeah,
Lubin
it
had did
can
it.
be done, but is he
Erickson
gonna?
Lubin
I
had
don't
did
think
it.
he. I don't know, man. I think he. Whew. Oh man.
Well, to
Now
be
would be the
fair, Heavy, PBC have lost their influence or their total control. It doesn't matter which way you flip it.
Yeah, boy, because ESPN do really go to the zone. Shit.
I'm interested to see what Bill talking about with this fight that he talking about. I'm interested to see.
Me too, bro. I can't wait to see who the hell they roll out for Devin Haney to fight next. That shit. This might be pure comedy, boy.
I hope it don't be. That's why I feel say. I hope it don't end up somebody crazy, bro. I hope it better be a soft touch, bro. It better be a soft touch.
You know what?
It better not be nothing wild.
You might fuck around and it really do be Black Cobb. They might go get into bed with motherfucking Don motherfucking King, nigga.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't you think that's a bad move, though, Heavy? Like, if you're managing a fighter that just come off a heavy loss at 140, don't you think strategically it's a bad move to go heavier after
I
that?
don't see how he can physically do it no more. Like, bro, that boy big.
He's proven that he can do it. He's never missed weight, and he showed you he don't mind coming in looking like a skeleton.
Man,
He do it. That's what he do.
That's retarded.
That's what he do.
I agree, bro.
He do, bro.
But it ain't no way out. He got to. He go to 147.
Bro, you know. At the end of the day, bro, when you get privileged to go to a private school, bro, you probably should just take advantage of that shit, get a scholarship, and do something else.
You goddamn right.
Man, goddamn, boy. Cause like, nigga, if you gotta be a skeleton to compete, bro, you trash, nigga.
Yeah.
I've been saying that shit. Like, bro, I don't get that nigga no respect. You too big to be fighting these little ass niggas and not hurting them. You ain't shit. And as soon as you fought him, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Niggas act like there ain't no such thing as a weight bully. Yes, the fuck it is. That's one right there, nigga, right there walking in front of all of us. It ain't no fucking way he should be fighting Lil Loma. Ain't no fucking way. Loma was like, he was like, is this heavy? Is this heavyweight? This lightweight?
God damn.
He was like, is this lightweight? And he still fought him. I gave Loma the respect out that fight.
Punch Perez is stealing your Haney height.
Oh my God, bro. He said, you ain't shit. He admit that shit, bro.
That's all I was thinking when I was watching that fight. I'm like, you ain't shit, bro. You supposed to be fighting Boots, nigga. You the same size as Boots, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't. Maybe I'm.
He can't do it. Exactly. So he's trash. You don't
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
You ain't who you ain't that.
47.
You ain't fighting at your natural weight, bro. You killing yourself.
But then it's still a lot of killers.
He's the reason they don't televise the real weigh-in no more. If you notice that. Remember the last time he looked like a skeleton? Ever since that, they do the weigh-in in the morning.
Ceremonial.
And then now they do ceremonial weigh-ins because of Devin Haney bitch ass. All because of him. He changed the game in all negative ways. He ain't shit. Niggas talk about he was undefeated at 135.
He's a glass Joe, bro.
He beat Cambosis, man. That's all, man. He beat Cambosis. That's his name to fame. But Cambosis ain't won since, bro. I ain't, man. Miss me with that Devin shit. He don't gotta come back. I don't care. We got Richardson Hitchens now. It's the same nigga in a different body.
Yo.
He just backhand the shit out of Richard Hitchens. This boy can't do with that. Slap. Get his ass out of there.
It's the same.
But but Richardson Hitchens, I like him better because he speak for his damn self.
Yeah.
Heavy, are you starting to get your answer about Road to Redemption after listening to this? It's a long ride.
You ain't lying, bro. God damn, boy. He spoke his true feelings. He said, you ain't shit. Well, that's a sound bite.
Shit. Nah, man, I really feel that way, bro. That shit
In the
ain't
sport
right.
of boxing, and I think that's why it's such a special sport. You know, I mean, anything's possible, and I always believe, you know, it ain't over until it's over. So I don't now. Can I see how he can dig himself up out of this grave he dug? I'm not so sure, but I think it's possible. Will he do it? I don't know, man.
Hey, you gotta short that. You gotta short that whole sequence, bro. Shit funny. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta make a short out of that, bro.
The future is bleak, bro. The future is bleak for Devin, and if they gonna work themselves back in it, they gotta move smart, man. I don't see it because I can't even see who the fuck he'll fight next. I can't even see that far in the future, and that's close as hell. Like, who do you put him in the ring with next?
It ain't gonna be no name. It better not be no name, bro.
It better not be no nigga. It better not be no nigga his same size.
Oh my
It better
god!
be a small old
They
nigga.
still think he a top contender. It's definitely gonna be a name.
It gotta be a small old nigga. It gotta be a nigga who about 5'5", 37 years old. He need a nigga about 5'5", 37 years old. That's what he need. He need Gamboa. He need Gamboa too.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's about what he
need. Knock him out.
Punch, I've worked it out. Devin just needs a handbag sponsor.
Oh my god!
Y'all niggas dirty, man.
Damn.
Weird ass niggas with these fucking purses.
Now that's diabolical.
Y'all niggas diabolical, bro.
Hey, bro, shit hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
You made my night, Casino, bro, with that shit.
Just want everybody out there to know, man.
Hey, bro, he went in, bro. That boy was cooking. That nigga said, "You ain't shit."
I got love for Dev, man. I ain't a fan of how you moving, bro, but I got love for Dev, and I'm hoping the nigga the best, man. But damn, bro, your boy, if you ain't shoot yourself in the foot with a shotgun, bitch, you got a stub left, nigga. It's bad out here in these motherfucking streets.
Lucy, man, that man came with that flame. That boy went off.
All right, man. We're gonna move on to the next subject, and this might be the last one. And I know Punch and Slick, this is y'all favorite guy, man, Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Now we got some Boxio TV and MMA Boxing. They both reported that Canelo Camp has said that they are now open for discussions and possible negotiations, and Canelo himself with a Bud Crawford fight.
Yeah.
And seemingly with a target of 25. Now, I know RC saying he ain't going to be nowhere near him. I'm just going off what's being reported. And if, in fact, that is true for you two, especially, I'll let you guys attack this one first, and then we'll go with Casino and DJ. Is that a fight that Bud Crawford should take?
Oh, I get to go first for this one?
Go ahead, Punch. Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I want this. I want this fight more than anything. I want this more than the Spence fight, because the only reason I want the Spence fight so he could get cooked again, so he could really shut up his fan base and I could really laugh at them niggas. But Canelo Alvarez, can you imagine the prestige he get from that, nigga? Because that ain't no picnic over there, bro. Canelo is a dangerous ass fucking fighter. Fuck the popularity. I'm looking at the matchup and the skill, nigga. You know what I mean? And the size difference. But to be a nigga who came up from 135 and then go up there and dethrone the 168-pound unified champion, nigga, if that ain't greatness, I don't know what the fuck is. But I think Canelo's not going to be no cakewalk. But do I think that Crawford got the skills, nigga, and the defense to beat Canelo Alvarez? Yes. So I want this fight to happen. I would love for this fight to happen. I hope it's true. You know, RC's raining on my fucking parade, but he's a hater. So I take that with a grain of salt. But I do think that Turkey didn't threw a price so high at these niggas that it caught their attention. And that's why I shouts out the Big Turk all the time, man. So I pray to God it's true, man, because I would love that fight.
Shout out my nigga Turk. God, that's what I'm saying, man. Fuck anybody who say Turkey is bad for boxing. You are one dumb motherfucker.
You dumb motherfucker!
Slick, Bud at 168 fighting one of the another pound for pound king. The deep resume, the size difference, the IQ, and most importantly, the power of Canelo Alvarez. This a fight you won't see Bud take, man?
Yeah, bro. On everything. Like, I'm all for fighters testing themselves, and losing to me, y'all know how to look at the loss. It's not that you lost, it's how you lose. And who you was fighting, bro? Like, I mean, shit. Canelo went up, lost. Okay, I ain't holding that against him. He dared to be great. It wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? If Bud go up and lose, hey, he lost, and it just wasn't for him. But I will say this. if he pulled that shit off, first, if anybody can do it, I believe Bud can. All right, because he can box his ass off. Right, I think people got it stuck in their mind that he gonna fight him like Magic Mike. No, I don't think he gonna do that. That's just gonna be dumb. I mean, face it. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll go in there and try to box the man and win and pull that fight out, and put himself up there with Roy Jones as a pound for pound all time great. You know what I'm saying? And I bring up Roy because people act like it ain't been done before. Roy was over 28 pounds and went up. It could be done, bro. It can be fucking done. So, I mean, but it's not just the weight. It's you got to be smart. And I think Bud is just one of those smart specialist fighters that can pull it off. But if he don't, I don't know why people make like it's a big deal if he loses or not. Like you said, he dared to be great. That's what we want from fighters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look what we just saw. We just saw Canelo fight Jaime McGee. He didn't sleep that man. But then we turn around watching nobody sleep Jaime McGee. So, I mean, it's some type of shot there. And it's not like he fighting a spring chicken Canelo either, though. You know what I mean?
Same weight class, though.
I know. I'm just saying, though.
Weight class is up, nigga.
It is. But Roy went up the same way, though. Like, nigga, I want to be heavyweight champ. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not something that can be done every day. To me, that's what makes it more intriguing than anything. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to even contemplate some shit like that. You know what I mean? Let's not get twisted. It came out his own mouth before he even mentioned Canelo. There's weight classes for a reason.
For a mother,
he said it himself, but the man obviously want to fucking challenge his fucking self and get that fucking bag. I'm not mad at it, and you can't get neither one without the other. So why not? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The bag is obviously great for Canelo to change his fucking mind, bro.
Hey man, if anybody can give him that money, the Turk man can get him.
But I do want to say something about Turk before I get out here. I think the pushback of Turk is this. We've seen this before, bro. We've seen this before. You know, we seen it with Don King. And Don King is the first to throw cards like this. You know what I'm saying? Where you're going to have all championship card like that or whatnot. You know what I mean? And we just kind of watched it fade from that part. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, how long? I'm trying to remember a Don King card. I don't know if y'all remember. He had a card, something called the rematches. I don't know if y'all remember that, where it was like Chavez, and I know Brown and Norris fought. I think Julius Jackson was on there too, and it was all championship bouts. You know what I'm saying?
Man, boy.
What'd you say?
Julius Jackson.
Yeah, and it was an all heavyweight card, but he was doing that back to back. But then the money started fading, and you found out one fight was paying for the next because he was skimming off the top and all that. And I think that's like, for the only people who really are skeptical of Turk is the people who lived through that era. So like, how long is this gonna go? But it's different.
The difference is,
that's what I'm getting to. He got a whole country supplying this money and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying, I think that's where the skepticism, because we went from Don King to Bob. We went from Bob to PBC, and all of them did that. All of them. Bob was putting on great ass cards in conjunction with Don King when he started falling off. Then you had Bob took over. Then you had PBC came in and created a whole fucking monopoly. You know what I'm saying? To the point where they sued his ass. You know what I mean? And we watch the biggest squander you go on any of these channels who don't like PBC is that he done squandered money from each network, billions. You get what I'm saying? So I think some people just trying to, you know, what it is like is everybody chant for the hero, but then you got the ones who are quiet, they ain't gonna chant until the hero fall. Yeah. And you got a lot of those. That's why I think it is. But overall, Turkey giving us what we want. I don't live in Turkey house. I don't give a damn if he do squander fucking money. I'm getting what I want right now. And after Turkey, it's gonna be another one.
That's what it boils down to. Fuck the future. I'm living for the day, bitch. Especially when it come to boxing.
Yeah. So
get here.
Look at Turkey like this. This is what I've been telling everybody when they look at Turkey as the grand reset button. He done cleaned up heavyweight. He trying to get all these other fighters in to fight each other, so we know who's who. So we know who they really are, bro. And
he led as a fan. He led with, "Hey, I'm a fan." These promoters never did that.
Right.
We never had a self-proclaimed fan turn promoter.
Well,
So
he not promote. He investor.
whatever. That nigga a fan, and
Yeah.
that's the reason why he started.
Yeah.
He said he started doing this shit. It's because he was a fan of the sport and he wanted to see the best fighting the best. That's his words.
Yeah, he a true fan though. That dude straight told Usyk he picked Tyson Fury and told Usyk like a rabbit.
Like one of us having unlimited resources. Bro.
You feel me?
Right.
How,
So
how could you possibly be mad at one of the homies having unlimited money making fights?
yeah.
And I got. Let me ask a question about this shit.
Let me get to Prez, man. Prez, your thoughts.
Man, let me ask everybody. I want to ask everybody a question.
You want to ask a question? Okay, go ahead.
I want to ask everybody. Like, everybody can say yes or no. Do y'all think Bud can beat Canelo easy?
Easy?
No, it ain't gonna be easy.
All
right, so my point is, but
Not easy.
If Bud can't beat Canelo easy, he getting knocked the fuck out because if Canelo can touch him, it's over.
I don't think that's easy.
It's too much. Y'all talking about he didn't knock out Munguia, Berlanga, but them niggas big as hell. But them niggas is real 168 pounder, probably should be at 175 for real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true. I'll give you that.
Bro, this man didn't, bro. He couldn't hurt Majimov, and bro. So if all he can do is lose because he's
Right,
not gonna,
but you talking about a guy.
He can't get on the back foot with Canelo, and
hold on, Slick. Hold your thoughts. Let him
I
get
got
it all.
you. I got you.
he can't get on the back foot with Canelo and get the judge nod. Like run all fight. He can't do that shit. He gonna have to sit there and exchange with Canelo at some point, bro. And if he do that, Canelo gonna hurt that man. I mean, bro, if Canelo, y'all talking about Canelo didn't hurt McGee, but if he can hurt Caleb Plant, if you can hurt Caleb Plant, you can hurt Terrence Crawford. Like that's a bigger nigga. Like, but bro, that man is small. Like, man, it's like somebody said he's even said it himself. He is weight class for a reason. It's a money grab. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to retire. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like because he said he don't even want to fight Canelo before because of the fucking size difference.
Right. He did say that.
Like he don't even believe that shit. He just want to bet. He know what he can get. But I'm not gonna let him sell me that bullshit.
Right. You
He
saying
finna go
he shouldn't.
because what he gonna do is, bro. We saying we want it, and we think he gonna do something different in Jamel. And if he do anything different than Jamel, he getting knocked out.
But here's the thing though.
Jamel,
like
if he can knock down Jamel, he can knock down Crawford. Bro,
he didn't knock Jamel down. Jamel sat his ass.
But either way it goes, man, because he felt that power, bro, and he ran. All you can do is that, bro. His weight class is for a reason. All you can do is, and that was the undisputed champion at 154. I don't even think Crawford can clean out 154 right now today. And we talking about Canelo.
Share that pic. Share that real quick. I want. Canelo. Yeah, we talking about Canelo, but I want him to put that pic up real quick.
Real quick, Prez. So you saying
he can't Crawford clean out 154, and we talking about Canelo.
Crawford shouldn't take the fight.
I mean, he should take. I mean, I would like to see the fight and see a knockout. So but I mean, I don't give a damn what happened. I watch fights.
I'm trying to get you to think. You're the manager of Terrence Crawford.
Oh hell no. I mean, well, no. I mean, if I care about him, no. If I care about money, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Or if he
close, you give a fuck about him because you know his manager, his team, they give a fuck about him.
Well then, shit, I'd be like, well, run, like we finessing. We finessing. We acting like we finna do something.
Terrence Crawford run from.
Man,
this what makes it intriguing for me.
Seen it.
You gotta remember Canelo. You gotta remember Canelo came up. You know what I'm saying himself, right? But what I'm looking at is the height disparity, reach, things like that. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta remember, Canelo came up himself. Canelo didn't just come off the ship at 168. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I mean, it's one of the same. That's what I'm saying is right. That's what I'm saying. So this is what if we could watch Canelo go up in weight and, like you say, fight these heavier guys and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be done again. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, it's not too far. People talk about Canelo like he's real big, he's real tall. He's not. He's no bigger than the Bud.
What I will say, if he can do it,
I told you that he walks around 200 pounds.
You know what I'm saying?
Canelo built a career off of being the much bigger man. This motherfucker is naturally big, bro.
I mean, he is,
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, it's not to say that it can't be done. I mean, shit. When I met Bud, he was every bit of 155, 160.
Now, what I say, bro, if Crawford can, if Crawford can pull this shit off, he's a goat, nigga. I can say that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of it, right? Like the put
Yeah,
yourself,
but
because you would
Canelo
have to
wanna
really put him. You would
Canelo wanna
really
lose, but he just getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
he would be
Because if he knock him out, everybody gonna
it
just be
does
like,
nothing for him, right? It does nothing for him. He's in it just for
and
the
that's some
dollars.
bullshit.
Now, see, not for me though. I'm still giving him his flowers for beating Bud Crawford.
I am too. I'm saying the people won't.
I'm giving anybody they flowers for beating Bud Crawford.
Yeah,
Man,
man, even if he take this fight, if Canelo take this fight, I'm giving him a ton of fucking credit, man. Fuck that. I think that highly of Bud Crawford that if Canelo Alvarez actually takes this fight, man, he getting even more credit from me, man. For real.
And Bud older than Canelo.
Yeah, he got about like 3 years, if I'm not
No, but somebody
mistaken.
said that something about age, as if Canelo was older, but
Nah, Canelo 33 or 34.
yeah,
One of them.
he about 34.
And if like I said, but Bud would have to. I will say this: Bud would have to box the perfect fight on some Bivol shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is what made this photo made it intriguing to me to be around the same height, reach wise, and all of that. You get what I'm saying? That's what make it very, very, very intriguing. And the one of the two got better feet than the other. So you know what I'm saying? So
way better feet.
So that's what makes the fight intriguing. It's not that just because he's going all the way up. I think the fight is valid. I think the fight should happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's ultimately in Canelo's hands, so we shall see. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's too far fetched that Bud could win this fight. But he does have to fight the perfect fight. Like I say, on some Bivol shit. You know what I'm saying? Work the reach. Keep that jab out there because you can't let him get up under you. Like you say, he touch you, you're going to fuck around and feel that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that means he would have to beat him easy.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He would have to go a whole fight without getting touched.
That's what it bought. Not necessarily easy, but he's
That's
gonna
what I
have
mean
to
by
go
easy.
12
That's what I
rounds
mean.
without getting touched. And we know for a fact he ain't knocking this motherfucker out.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna face some adversity in that fight, and that's the round, boy.
He can't face it. That's what I'm saying. He can't face that shit. It's too much of a size difference, bro. But
DJ,
I'm
you
telling
still with us, DJ?
that shit real. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm
Undisputed at 168 ain't for nothing. I mean, I know
definitely
he
right.
been the videos, but
right.
Should if this fight is presented to Bud Crawford, should he actually take it?
Yeah, get paid.
Come on, DJ. We know you. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
This is your fighter, DJ. This is your guy, man. Y'all have been through wars together.
All right. So this has been brewing long enough that I've actually not considered the weight difference as an absolute. And what I mean by an absolute is that we get tricked into thinking that it's an even playing field, particularly with a weigh-in a day before the actual fight. Right? There's all sorts of rehydration clauses, all sorts of things. Right? Now, simple maths just tells me that if Bud can make 154, right, and then there's 12 pounds, 14 pounds to get to 168, in my language, that's only 7 kilos, right? The difference here is that if this deal is actually brokered, Canelo loses some of his ability to put rehydration clauses. People are stronger when they're heavier than what they are as if they've drained weight, like if they've come from 175 or something like that. So I've got a couple of stipulations about this fight that should he take it? If it's his last fight ever, yes. And the reason I say last fight ever is that if the bag actually serves its purpose and the challenge serves its purpose, I don't want to see you come back and drain yourself all the way back down to 154 when there's nothing left for you there. Because I disagree with Perez when Bud can't clean up 154. I disagree with it because Bud will be always the A side. And during the contract negotiations, you look at someone like Murtazaliev or something like that, you can always put a rehydration clause on him so he doesn't become the Hulk. But what's honestly bugging me about this, and I don't want to compare the two as equals, imagine if you've actually gone to sleep at night and you've left your bedroom window open and a stray tomcat, big ginger tomcats, come through your window and just shat straight in your mouth while you're sleeping with your mouth open.
Man.
That's, hang on. That's the sort of taste that was left in my mouth after the Jamil Charlo performance. I was disgusted. And that just left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not saying that Bud would do that. I think he's a braver, better, more skilled fighter. But would I pay for that fight? Yes. Yes, I would. And for a fan, that's the bottom line. Does the matchup intrigue you enough or interest you enough to pay for it? And the answer is yes for me.
But the question is, well, I know you will pay for it, especially if it's presented. But if this was your fighter, this was your guy, would you push him to take this fight?
I wouldn't push him to take the fight. I would support him if he wanted it. There's a difference.
Well, let's just say that the decision is yours.
Well, we're taking it.
Okay.
You know why? Because I've got enough faith in someone like a Bud Crawford to be able to move, turn, defend, all those sorts of things. Now, the reality is it's boxing, right?
Yeah.
Anyone anywhere can just give you a wake-up call and sit you on your ass, right? That's does that increase?
And moving up three weight classes versus a puncher like Canelo, that percentage increases tremendously. Getting put on your ass.
But the thing is Canelo's not presenting as a puncher anymore. That's
not against the giants that he's fighting. But for a little motherfucker like Bud.
But when you use the same theory, right? Who's dropped Bud? Who's hurt him?
Mean Machine, the only one that hurt him.
Mean Machine.
Gamboa hurt him too.
Yeah. Okay.
He gave him a wobble.
He buzzed him. Yeah.
He said Gamboa was his hardest fight.
So let me flip it back to you, Heavy, and say, well, why wouldn't you take that fight? What's the overwhelming determining factor that says you can't and you shouldn't take that fight?
I'm gonna lead with nigga. We on the back nine. You know what I mean? If you was like still in what I consider to be your prime, and not saying that. Well, I am saying it. I think Bud has passed his prime. I think physically at a certain age, you pass your prime. I think you're fighting more on just complete skill over physical ability to an extent.
Would you say that Arizona Indy Lara?
Same for him. Yeah, same for him. All of these old
still
motherfuckers
knocking people out. I guess what I'm saying to you,
I think that's a lot of skill got to do with that. That's skill. He's past his physical peak, is what I'm saying. In my opinion, this is my opinion.
How are you judging that? Punching a Eastern European in the head and not
by
hurting?
your age. Father Time is undefeated, and I judge by your age. At some point, those skills eventually diminish. And they're going to diminish with age. And bro, you're older. You're 37 years old. You're 37.
So are you protecting against
I'm protecting him from himself. I'm protecting him at some point. I always say this too. Fighters need people to protect them from them goddamn self. Listen, you don't need the Canelo fight. Your legacy is stamped. You got all of the accolades, fighter of the year, pound for pound #1, 2 times undisputed. If people don't like your resume, fuck them. Up against the wall, you are a first ballot Hall of Famer, no matter how they slice the cake. And I would rather see him going out attempting to clean up 54, where I feel like he has a really great chance, even though that feat might not get accomplished, than to go up there fucking with a nigga 3 weight classes up with all the power. He knocking down giants. He might not be knocking them out, but everybody he fight touch the canvas outside of Bivol since he's been up there. And I don't really think you're gonna be any motherfucking different. You my friend. I manage you, or whatever the case, the scenario is. I fuck with you, bud. We can go without this one. That's how I feel.
Damn, you don't think he got more smarts than Jaime McGee and Berlanga, bro?
I ain't think he got more smarts, but I am saying Canelo ain't a dumb motherfucker.
No, he ain't. Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he done paid his dues. He done learn some tricks.
My thing is,
do I think the fight's good for boxing, and am I gonna watch it? Hell yeah, sure. If that's the decision this nigga making, cool, I'm with it, and I'm rooting for. But my heart is with Bud.
But if he plan on,
we riding off in the sunset, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up real quick, y'all. RC is in the oh my goodness. You know I gotta hit you with the RC Jones. Oh, the infamous motherfucker. It's like a Jerry Springer episode. That nigga RC is out there. Oh,
yeah. Welcome to the boxing game, partner.
There you
the fellas on the panel, salute to the chat. Keep doing y'all thing.
But
my man on
not,
hiatus.
Salute.
Still not
bro.
much the first, RC. You just can't help yourself.
Yeah, I think because I texted him. He was like, oh, man, let me just peek my head in real quick and listen to the guys, man. I appreciate y'all. See. But yeah, man, that's why I stand there, man. I rock with Bud so heavy, man. I guess I just really want to see him ride off into the sunset.
Man, he gained that much weight. He come in the ring that heavy, bro. He's gonna be so slow.
That's part of it. That's why I want to see if his feet. He gonna be moving.
Man,
he ain't moving in that first round. I'm like, damn, Bud. I be like, damn. I'm like, oh my god. I probably ain't gonna want to watch after that. Oh my god.
Once Canelo rehydrates to 188 or 190 or whatever he gonna go to, how much is Bud gonna rehydrate to? Because even if Bud rehydrates to 175, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like Bud gonna look fat with that frame. Like,
that's what I'm saying, man.
It ain't gonna be like 175 on Bud frame. Just don't seem like it's gonna look right, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gonna be in there looking like David Benavidez, bro.
If he look cut up, then Snack is a motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, for real. It's something up.
Yeah.
Like if that nigga really look like Roy Jones or some shit, bro.
That nigga gonna be looking like
that
David
nigga, man,
Benavidez, bro.
I'm be like, what the hell? Because I think he's a great fighter, but I don't think he finna look that great at 160. I don't think he finna get on Canelo and just be looking like he did a nigga at 147. Like I just can't.
I can't see that. I didn't see that happen to Earl.
Don't go like that. I feel like I can't see him winning. Like
you
see what I'm saying?
Navarrete Crawford, nigga.
I can't see him winning, man. I can't see him winning. It's just fucked up.
Yeah, me neither, bro. I'm with you, Prez. Yeah. And even if, and you saw what they did. I don't know if y'all remember them B-Ball scorecards.
Yeah.
But they gave Canelo the first 4 rounds of that fucking fight, bro.
But the thing is, they finna be in Riyadh, ain't it? If it's in Riyadh,
it's gonna be in Riyadh.
It's gonna be Crawford land. That's Terrence Crawford land.
Hang on, Perez. Don't hang your hat on the judges being perfect in Riyadh season.
You ain't lying.
Oh yeah, because they got the new AI shit, right?
Well, they testing it. They testing it Saturday. I can't wait.
Fight to test it on, bro. Why would you test it on?
It's not counted. It's not counted. It's not counted. No, they just testing it.
So they are gonna have the 3 regular judges.
Yeah, they're gonna have the 3 judges. But what's gonna be cool is they'll show you. They want to show the score. I don't know what they said they want to happen. I don't know if they're gonna do all of it Saturdays. They're gonna do the AI. They claim they've been claiming they've been judging it, been doing testing it already. Like that one time, remember that one fight we was watching? They went to instant replay. That was all because WBC and Riyadh. Yeah, they've been testing stuff out already on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
During fights. So, I think that's cool. I think that if they do implement everything, that's gonna be dope. That we gonna actually see this instead of what Chris Mannix think the scorecard is. We gonna actually get to see the score. How many punches around during the fight? You get what I'm saying? As the fight go on, and the corner gets to know.
Whose idea was this?
Turkey in the WBC.
And the judges get held
Now, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I told y'all that boy Turkey was going after them damn sanctioning bodies, didn't I? It started with the WBA. He didn't got them all now. They all on his team.
This is the
He
first
gonna replace the CompuBox
to crack down on the corruption of the.
That's what he said. That's his goal to replace CompuBox. He said he don't like it. He don't trust it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first attempt we seeing of somebody trying to stop this fucking corruption, bro.
Yeah.
And I hope that shit work.
He trying to stop the favoritism that Box Rip be doing. He know he came out his own fight facts. You know what I'm saying? Then he got what's Usyk got? He done paired with Usyk. They got that app. I got it too. What the name of that app is, bro? I don't know if y'all down with that motherfucker dope though.
What's the name of it?
I'm about to go to it right now.
I watch that Ring magazine.
RT Fight, Ready to Fight. It's Usyk's app, but he this motherfucker clean too, bro. I swear to God, this one of the best boxing apps I ever tapped into, bro.
Is it like boxing showtimes?
Nah, Box Showtime just tell you what's coming on, bars and shit you can go to and shit like that. This motherfucker is informative.
Showtime show you everything. It give you all the latest boxing news.
Yeah, the news, all that shit. I'm talking about this motherfucker is where my camera at, bro. Hold on, let me switch my.
Boxing Showtime show you the undercards, the latest boxing, where you watch the fight.
Like this motherfucker, I'm talking this motherfucker clean.
Fights.
This motherfucker the truth, bro. And he helped fund Usyk. This is what Usyk wanted, and he helped fund it.
What is it doing that's different? Is it
give you the odds and shit like that and everything, and then they show like every single fight that day. You know, you got fights that's going on in Ireland. You got fights going. It got everything.
Oh, so I can keep up with my Australian boxing on it.
You can keep everything on this joint.
What sort of Australian boxing are you keeping an eye on, Heavy? Because this year hasn't been our best.
See? Australian boxing right there, boy.
Yeah. You never know where the next diamond in the rough might come from, man.
And they got the news on here like the other one and all that shit. It got their backgrounds, where they started at. Everybody on this motherfucker. This shit dope. I ain't gonna stunt.
It's called what? Ready to what?
It's all endorsed, ready to fight. And you're gonna see it's gonna be a yellow emblem with like a hornet on it.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can see it's like endorsed by a WBC. If I scroll over, it's gonna show all the sanctioning bodies, everybody.
Showtimes, man, that shit clean too.
Yeah, I got boxing Showtimes.
I like everything Turkey got going on, man.
I like Fight Facts too. Fight Facts hard too though. Yeah, but they still working on it. But that Ready to Fight, that likes that. Shout out to Usyk for that one.
I've sort of even 6 months ago when I was talking to these boys about Turkey's influence, I like what I'm seeing right now. My concern is it sustainable? Like there's only so many rematches you can have and trilogies and bits and pieces. And because the using 913's language, because the manufacturing line isn't allowing, you know, the rankings and the sanctioning bodies and all of those sorts of things to eat, like all the newcomers to keep coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Like once Turkey's used all the money available to him, what happens in, say, 2026 when those big fights just aren't there because the health of boxing and what's behind it, the newcomers haven't come along to draw that same interest. And particularly if rumours are true that Turkey's not well, I mean, that could be just bullshit. But getting the judges, getting new apps and bits and pieces and getting rid of the corruption, that only lasts as long as one person. If that person moves on, wouldn't it be easier to go back to the olden days?
Yeah, I'm going to stick by what I'm saying, man. Fuck the future. I don't care. I might not be here. I'm all about what's popping right now. And
if you look back
trying to give us the best fights possible and he trying to fight corruption, that nigga cool with me.
I just said to you, I'm all for it, but it only works once something's embedded or ironed out.
Right.
You know, you can change something temporarily. All businesses do it, but if they don't embed it so that it's actually...
Well, that's never going to be because that's how boxing's always been.
It's an up and down roller coaster.
It's not... It's never been one umbrella, so it's
always an up and down roller
it's
coaster.
always gonna be
It's always gonna be a promoter that's running shit, then he fall off, the next one run shit. But I get what you're saying. That's gonna take some sort of, like you said, umbrella, some type of partnership. You know what I'm saying? On both sides of the pie, where they can get governed.
I think that's why he established these partnerships and these business relationships,
So he can govern it. He govern it.
Govern yeah, for
because
sure.
he's an investor. Like for instance, PBC, he had investors, but they didn't. They just was giving him the money, let him do what he want to do. Turkey, like, I got the money, but I'm about to have some fucking say so. Y'all not just gonna get my money and do what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I knew he meant business when he got Eddie and Frank Warren to shake hands on stage. And made it public that they finna get along. Well, that fucked me up.
Hey, great point, Slick. Great fucking point, bro.
And to double down on that, Slick, I actually reckon for me personally, was getting Bob Arum on board with the 12 fights a year.
Yeah.
Top rank. Because Bob had, up until recently, until Disney have said that ESPN are getting out of boxing, right? To go and actually pitch whatever he did to someone like Bob Arum that had his own network, had the keys to Vegas, could do whatever he wants, to get him to commit to that 12-fight deal, I went and sat and thought about that, and I go, well, someone's either got some very fancy words or there's actually a business plan in place for longevity for these people that come across. So, and who's struggling the most at the moment? It seems like PBC's struggling. I mean,
you heard what he said when he was talking about it. I remember Golden Boy wasn't sure about jumping in with Turkey. He said he won't be missed. he said about PBC, he won't be missed. If they won't be part of it, they won't be missed. I mean, like, because like you said, he's just trying to get the best to fight the best. And at some point, just because you win it now, when that ship take over, like he done stuck with his own. Oh, he only on the zone. Not everybody finna be on the zone. Top rank finna fuck around and be on the zone, bro.
I can't believe Al Heyman ain't put nothing in place with the Turkey yet, bro.
Man, that shit
going on.
bad.
Well, you've been seeing this fighters on there. It's just a matter of Al ain't finna get full control. He not finna do this.
Man, Tank need to take his ass over there, man.
It might be time for Al to retire, man.
And then y'all heard Turkey double down on Tank. He said, yeah, I want to make that Tank. He said, shit, last I heard, I give more than 2 Ferraris.
Yeah. And now niggas is down to having press conferences.
You saw what that nigga said? Tank said the last time they asked him about Turkey again.
And now he need 3.
Yeah, and that what I'm talking about was after that. This was on the Hawani show. Turk called in on the phone. He was like, he talking about Ferrari. Last I heard, I paid more than 2 Ferraris, so it don't matter. And he ain't lying, bro. Do you know what Tyson Fury and them? I'm not even gonna tell you. Y'all look that shit up. This dude don't even care, bro. He's not making nothing off of this fight. If you pay the number that he paid for Usyk and
Turkey ain't made no money yet.
He don't care, bro. This is strictly for them in Riyadh season, just to bring entertainment, bro.
So is the number true? I don't know if the number's true, but I heard that he made $150.
Yeah, and Usyk, one of them getting 80 and the other one getting 100 something. Like, that's crazy, bro. And then the pay-per-view $40.
Gosh, almighty.
Heavy. What we think is a hell of a lot of money is probably just church money to him.
Facts.
Yep, that's the money I'm going to throw in the pan when I go to church each Sunday. Right?
Yeah, it is.
It's just ridiculous how much money that they've got over there. But getting back to something that you said there, Slick, if you join the dots, well, hang on. Let me join my own dots rather than telling you what dots to join. So, approaches Tank, give me 2 Ferraris. The response was, I'll give you 2 boxing gloves.
Right.
Fast forward now, God knows what's been happening behind the scenes, right? Tank's retiring. Oh, Ferraris, well, that's less than church money. I pay a lot more than that. So this is where I'm saying to you and Perez and that, I'm not convinced that there's not a movement that Tank's actually trying to attempt to do to detach himself from the umbrella or the shackles that are Tom and Al at PBC.
You might be right, man.
Yeah, because he can't make a move without him.
And you seen he at the press conference he had that other guy with him.
You know what's interesting enough too? You know what Oscar came out and said? He said, "Man, Floyd, a lot of people don't know this, but we had a rematch.
Yeah. He Floyd didn't want it.
Floyd retired on his ass.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
And but I'm just saying, a lot of people don't know this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but at the time it was a hot topic, but it refreshed my memory. But he retired on his ass and waited out. I guess the statute of limitation,
and
then came back to avoid the rematch with Oscar because he was contractually obligated him a rematch. So I don't know if he's playing along those lines, but maybe so, because I'm gonna keep it funky. Tank's net worth online, and I know it's a big difference for anybody who about to say, well, that shit don't mean nothing, because it don't. But it should be way more than what they saying it is.
At the time, it was right. Now, when Turkey jump in, you seeing this money fly. You gotta think that young cat, they just put this dude in a gymnasium at a college, bro.
Yeah.
And you seeing this turnout. You seeing this turnout. This man giving these people and all of this shit. All expense paid. They ain't got. And then on top of that, the icing on the cake is this, nigga. Ain't no guarantee. You getting your whole entire check.
And you ain't gotta wait for it.
You ain't gotta wait for payouts. No check, one check a month. I'm giving you all of your money up front. It's hitting your bank account.
I'll ask Rob on March the 2nd, we'll call it, because he'll be a little bit dusty on March the 1st when he comes out of retirement. But Slick, give me your best interpretation, and I'm gonna give you a lead into that. How, other than dying, right? How do you actually get released from an Al Heyman or a PBC Tom Brown contract and put that into Mayweather Promotions? So lump them all together, right? What would be some of the circumstances that allow you to do that, right? Because others have done it. They've got bigger than PBC, like Canelo, right? Boots has just left there and gone across the Matchroom, however that actually happened, right? If Tank's actually woken up one morning and gone, well, hang on a minute. This isn't actually financially in my best interest. Right, and I don't owe anyone anything, promoters or sponsors, whatever it is. How do I get out of that contract? And the second part of that question is, why is the Turkey injection any different to what Al Heyman did when he started to control all the networks and ended up actually getting taken to court? Because I feel like this is a very similar, potentially a very similar circumstance where you see what happened to Al, right, when all of the lower promoters wanted to throw a tantrum. What's stopping that happen to Turkey in this environment now?
The answer to your first part of the question is, you got to take the Mayweather route. If you remember, Mayweather around that time when he dropped the belt, when you saw he was the golden boy killer at the time, right? That's when you first start seeing Mayweather Promotions, TMT everywhere, right? He was trying to really build his own brand at the time while he was killing everybody at Golden Boy. That's what a lot of people don't know. He was De La Hoya is very prominent in his career. The man got beat and said, we gotta sign this motherfucker, and he served everybody up that he had on Golden Boy. Press on past that, he became a superstar, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden he retired for good. And the only reason he retired, he waived that fucking contract out with Tim Brown. He got out from that Tim Brown contract, then he came back and he had that. How many fights he had with Showtime? Showtime gave him like $200 million for how many fights?
Was it 10?
Something like that.
It was like a 10-fight deal.
And he took that, but Tim Brown really had no part of that. Al, he can't get rid of. Al will forever be his goddamn manager. That's something you're not gonna get rid of. But he had say so. Like, hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna ride with it or not? You gonna make a shitload of money out. That's how I see Tank getting out of his shit. Like say he go ahead retire. If he don't want to fight under Tim Brown no more, wait that part out. But I don't think you ever getting rid of Al unless Al allows him to buy him out. That's the only way. Now the second part of your question is how is Turkey getting away with murder? Turkey getting away with murder because he's not up under American law. He could go do what the fuck he want, where the fuck he want, and he not stepping on nobody's toes.
And he's making contractual agreements with these.
Well, that's a saying. That's a saying we say over here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but he's making contractual agreements with these promoters. Something that Al didn't do. He didn't try to work with these guys and establish that that relationship like that.
And now
he's making contractual agreements
right?
The fuckers.
And he's an investor, so he's not a promoter. He's not a manager. He's just an investor. They got say so. So especially when he want to do something, like when I was trying to figure out how the fuck this man gonna fight in December and fight in February, he gonna do that shit over there. That's not over here. Cause if that shit was here the minute he got punched, he probably be on 60 days suspension. You get your ass knocked down, that's 90 days. So how was he supposed to fight in February? But the thing is, it would have been in Riyadh. Can't nobody stop that the same way you can't stop Ryan Garcia from going to fucking fight the exhibition in Japan. You see what I'm saying? Why he's suspended over here in America. So, because in America, technically Ryan not supposed to be engaging in no boxing activity that can get him banned. You see what I'm saying? But since it's not here, they can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a loophole. That's how the man is winning. He's bringing all of these promotional companies together, and he's working off of their deals. You get what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. Whereas Al fucked up and was trying to get every single network, and he was painting a very narrow picture for everybody else. So if they want to move or say, let's just talk about Top Rank. Say Al had, like how he had CBS, all their sister companies, Showtime, CBS. He had Bounce. He was on USA. He was on so many channels, it was crazy, right? He had them all tied up, and on NBC. He had them all tied up, right? Say the contract was up. Say ESPN went to Top Rank was like, yo, we don't want boxing no more. Where was Al? I mean, where was Bob supposed to go then? There was nowhere for him to go.
Hey, Al created the first boxing pyramid scheme.
I swear to God, bro, he had everybody. I'm talking about he had every network you could think of. He was on USA, Showtime, Bounce. He was on CBS, NBC. He had so many channels. Fox, not just Fox. Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 2. He had them all. So if Golden Boy had fell off from their contract, if Top Rank had fell off, yeah, it wasn't nowhere for him to go. And they brand would have died. That's why they sued him. Like, man, he creating a monopoly, bro. You can't do that. Like in America, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like the government want to get paid the government wants to get paid as much money as they can. And if they let one man create a monopoly, that's less taxes for them. They get more taxes for having 3 or 4 other companies making money than one big company, if that makes sense.
It does. So, Slick, I actually feel like I knew the answer to that question. It was a loaded question. And the reason that I actually asked it is because I don't think that all of the Turkey haters, right, actually realise that this isn't exactly something new. PBC and Al Heyman did it years ago, right? And you all fell in love with their product. Oh, PBC this, PBC that, Showtime this, right? So when you want to go throwing stones at Turkey, right, for what he's trying to inject into boxing and make the cards and those sorts of things, you need to throw 2 stones. You need to throw one at Turkey, and then you need to turn around and face the other way and throw one back at PBC. It's just that one's more successful than the other.
Yeah. Not only that, this is just boxing, bro. Like I said, I remember all the way back Don King. Don King cards was stacked. And if you want to fuck with Don King, people was like, man, who are you fucking with? You ain't fucking with Don King, you ain't getting paid. Don King was getting everybody paid, bro. So it's like one king fall, another one rises. You know what I mean? And right now it's Turkey out of sheet time to shine. He fall off, They probably not, now how organized they are though. They got I forgot what he is. He's something with the entertainment. He's in charge of entertainment. Okay.
Yeah.
When he fall, they got another person to step right in line.
Yeah, right on in.
Because they're a lot more organized like that.
Boxing passion, but yeah.
I tell you, who's
for
coming
fans,
behind
man,
him, Slick.
niggas shouldn't even care. Because
Bloke
what
by the name
do
of
we care?
bloke by the name of DJ. I'm taking over the whole lot when Turkey resigns.
There you go. Shit.
There we go.
That's how it go. It just fucked up because like the contracts are a bit different. Like you had like okay, Don King had a thing where he'll fine you and shit. He still do that shit. You know what I'm saying? He tried to sign a fighter from here, and he was talking about if you late to motherfucking if you was late to training, that's $5,000. He's still trying to do that shit with his old ass. You know what I'm saying? That was his big anything. Use some toilet paper, I'm charging you for it. Use some towels, I'm charging you for them. Like Don King was on some other shit to put money in his pocket. You know, it just now all the contracts and got so wrapped tight where they don't want to let him go. I got an interview with Bob. Bob's the only one that has came forward and actually said, and I interviewed him. He said, I asked him a question. I said, the fighters today, do they compare to the fighters to yesteryear? He didn't give me the answer I thought he was going to give me. His answer was a lot more crazier. He said, no. He said, because back in the day, I didn't have to deal with you. I could sign you to 1 or 2 fights, and then that's it. And then if I want you back, I can sign you again. You should be able to move around. You should be able to go this way or that way. He said, but that's not what they want. They want 3-fight deals. They want stuff like that, and then think you're supposed to get paid a shitload of money, and that's not how it works. He said these fighters want the money before they even prove themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever. So like, and it made a lot of sense. So just think, if you got Top Rank, Matchroom, Queensberry, Golden Boy, all under one motherfucking roof, we are definitely gonna get the fights we want to see. Yeah, they all gonna bend the knee. No, and you're gonna start seeing fighters not so contractually obligated. Like somebody been in Eddie Ear just recently. Who got a 2-fight deal?
Well, I'm hearing
Shakur, yeah,
exactly, because he don't want to be stuck. He don't want to be held down. I'm not gonna hold you down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hearing that Queensberry is potentially going to amalgamate with Matchroom next year.
Yeah. Well, I figured something was up because Queensberry, when they went to the zone, I said, what? And then I saw that thing where they talking about joining forces and shit. And I was like, what the fuck going on, bro?
Same with Top Rank. The buzz is there, you know, they could be going on over there too, man.
Yeah, man. So that's gonna be huge if you get.
Well, that'll suit Eddie
house,
because Queensberry's been whooping Matchroom's ass.
Right, but it's bigger than that though, because if like Heavy Bag said, DJ said, look at the big picture. So the umbrella that we say boxing is not under, now it's going to be under an umbrella because one person that's financing everybody. You get what I'm saying? One finance company is financing all these promotional companies. Before, Bob had Disney, Golden Boy had who they had, Al had who he had, and it was all against each other. Now we gotta be in unity because when we arguing, we making the big boss who paying us
it
mad.
makes no sense, bro. Nothing. When there's not unity, there's always going to be chaos.
Facts.
And you know, the unity always, and I've said this several times, it makes the most sense, man. Hopefully we can eventually get there with the sport of boxing. When you look at baseball, football, all the other major sports, it's unity. You know what I mean? It's one umbrella. So until we can get there with boxing, it's going
UFC didn't take off to they got right.
Yep. Unity. Yeah, I mean, it's one job.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, Casino. I'm finna get out of here. I'm gonna let Casino give his thoughts, man, and we're gonna get ready to get out of here.
Okay, I was gonna say the only pushback I got on the whole thing, because I do agree. I think all the best fighters in the world should be on the same promotional company. Same way all the best football players in the world play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, I don't want that shit in Saudi Arabia.
No, I agree. That's why he got to step. He got to step at some point.
That's
He
the
got to
whole
step.
problem.
They could still have all of these fights in several different locations and venues, like they have some in Saudi.
I think, but I think that's the goal. I think that's the goal because once he gets all of them,
it
ain't gonna matter about a PBC. He could throw cards here because now he'll be able to make great matches between 4 companies and bring it to American soil with no problem.
Right.
But I think that's coming to the forefront. It's about getting majority. I can't do that with just one person. You saw what he tested the water. Yeah, they was making fun. He ain't make no money in LA. He ain't do this, he ain't do that. What people didn't see, the nigga bought fucking 2 blocks. He wasn't there to buy money. It was more than boxing going on there. He bought box. He brought boxing to fucking Santa Monica Pier for free. Yeah. He put a boxing match on the fucking pier. You understand me? The governor was there speaking that he didn't bring so much money there in tourism. He know what he doing. But on that card, what did you have? PBC, Golden Boy. You had everybody on that card. He was testing the waters. If I can get all these motherfuckers to work together, we can make some real shit happen.
And another thing too, if he
can I ask you?
Uh-huh.
Why? You just made a statement, and I'm not challenging your statement that you don't want it in Saudi.
I mean, because
why don't you want it there?
Because the 2 main fighters that I feel like he need to make this shit complete is America. They fight in America primarily. Like that would give me an opportunity to be able to go see them in person. Me personally, I ain't probably never see nobody fight ever. If all the big fights is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. And for me,
I
it's
probably
that.
never see a big fight in the rest of my life.
Yeah, for me, it's that and also the time constraints.
Yeah, that too. It be in the middle of the damn day.
Yeah, that. And
So
geologically, the best place to actually have the fight, it's gonna factor in as well.
I think it matter about the fan base.
Yeah, I mean, geologically.
Well, casino with.
Yeah, but that's gonna come into play. They gonna always consider that where you having the fight because it's gonna depend on the fan bases.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I think that's less of a risk now, Heavy. Like, and we've had this discussion a couple of times in different forums. In that, there's no question that even 10 years ago, the US was the mecca of boxing, right? But they've pretty much just shat in their own nest out of greed and corruption. The reality is, right? The 360 million people that are in US only form, I don't know, 20% of the boxing population internationally. So what you're seeing from Turkey, what you're seeing from UK, what you're seeing from Australia, what you're seeing from Eastern Europe is that you're now giving the rest of the world the same product that once upon a time was perceived to belong in the US. Now, don't get me wrong, the US is still a major player in it, but it's not the be all and end all anymore. So I agree. Like, you want the opportunity to go live to a boxing match, whether it's in the US, whether it's in England, whether it's in Australia, whether it's in Saudi, you want to be able to go live. But the real reality is that streaming the product worldwide, in some respects, it actually doesn't matter where it is, because you're picking up international pay-per-views, not just US pay-per-views or not just Saudi pay-per-views. If your product's good enough, no different to NFL, no different to English Premier League, if you make your product good enough, everyone worldwide will buy into it. And that's the market. The market is worldwide, not just US, not just Saudi.
Yeah, I think I'm more I agree with you, but I'm more of like, I think what Perez is saying is like the big fights, the major fights is being held over there in Riyadh. Like the promoters are still going, right, the mega fights, but the promoters are still going to throw shows here in America regardless. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it just makes sense to throw those shows in the areas that those fighters are coming up in.
Right. We still going to have boxing here. It's just
US,
the big
UK,
fights.
Australia, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The reality is in the US, you're not prepared, or not you personally. They won't make the big fights. That's the reality.
No, I agree with you.
Happening in
But
the
if
US.
he's involved, he can though. That's why I say he gonna have to spread the love around. We're not saying he can't not have none there. I think it is a spectacle to watch it on TV and see. I'm a person like to see other walks of life and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But he will have to spread the love around, like how he came to LA. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give people opportunity to attend these fights, see their favorite fighter or things like that. This is the reason why you think WWE go everywhere. You see what I'm saying? They don't just stay in America and just have fights out of Omaha. They go to every state and they make sure they go to all the major countries. They make sure, you know what I mean? They spread the love around, you know what I mean?
They're going to get the eyes.
Right, because like, for instance, the WWE goes to Saudi, right? When they do that vet for the Veterans Memorial thing, that shit come on hella fucking early, but people do get up and watch it. But they spread the love around though. They don't just stay over there and it come on early in the morning. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just spread it around. But I think it's coming though. I do think it's coming. I don't think he's just trying to hog it for himself. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's coming in due time.
You've made me get up on multiple occasions at 1 a.m. in the morning to watch fights with you. So don't talk to me about time zones.
I hear you. I hear you.
All right, fellas, man. I'm going to have to bring this one to an end, boy. My eyes done got heavy, man. God, I don't remember the last time I was on this bitch for 4 hours. Well, we're going to bring this one to an end, man. God, thank you guys, man, for hanging out with your boy. You already know. Final thoughts and shout-outs, man. Casino, let me start with you, big dog.
Man, I just want to say, you know what I mean? I'm all for all of boxing being up under one umbrella. I just hope that if he make that happen, he just stay the same. Don't get control of the whole situation and then switch up how you moving. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
No doubt. DJ, final thoughts, shout outs, man.
2 years ago, 18 months ago, I was desperate for divisions and fights to get active. I wasn't getting it. Now I'm getting it. Should I complain about why I'm getting it? No. I'm just happy I'm getting it.
Bada bing, bada boom. For sure, man. Slick 50, take us home, man.
Man, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Slick 50, man. Salutes to my boy Heavy for having me on this panel. Man, everybody that's in here, make sure y'all hit that like button. Don't leave without putting them shoes on. Hit that like button 100%. Was all the discussions, man. I enjoyed it all. Tank gonna do what he gonna do. The turkey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna comment on Devin, but turkey, man, I'm like Perez. I hope you keep this thing going strong, you know what I'm saying, and not put all of this together for nothing. You know what I mean? Real talk. Also, man, we can't have it both ways. Either we gonna love it or we not. And if you're a boxing fan, you're gonna love it, fam. That's how I feel about it.
For sure. All right, man. I appreciate all the love, man. Thank you. If you rocked out with us, man, and make sure you hit that smash that like button if you was here. Want to thank my panel, man. Casino Life, Prez, DJ, my brother from down under, my Australian family, of course, TMT Sports, Slick 50, man. The rest of the guys, man, Punch 9, RC, man, all of the everybody in the chat. Thank you very, very much, man. I appreciate you, man. Big deal, Heavy Bag. I am out of here, bro.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub up to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man. Get your dumb ass in, hit this bag. The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV. He be living his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV. That's my little bro.
Princeton 412 in the building. Shout out to my guy T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Get your bitch ass in here and hit this bag.
Heavy Bag Boxing, all right? You heard it from me. You heard it here first.
Heavy Bags Boxing. Straight out of Norfolk, baby. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
You are tuned in to Heavy Bag Boxing. Get your and hit this bag, dude.
Shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing. It's the one and only Blair the Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Judah, 6-time champion of the world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.